And welcome in, everybody, to tonight's broadcast here on Sunny 98.3. Stewart Shelby up here in the Family Solutions broadcast booth as we welcome you into the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show. We got a nice couple of interviews for everybody to check out from, if you missed out on Wednesday night's Tiger Talk with Coach Mike Collins. We've got one from Neville defensive coordinator Reagan Wise, as well as an interview with Mike Collins coming up. But it's going to be tonight as we're down here in Lafayette, Louisiana at the campus of St. Thomas More High School. And when these two teams get together, it's always a good game, and we're looking forward to another one here this evening. But first, before we get into these the keys to this game and all that stuff later on in the Jim Taylor Auto Group, we're going to toss it to my interview from earlier this week with Neville defensive coordinator Reagan Wise.
Right,
right. So, but just tell me how he's doing. All right, welcome back. We're live at Melvin's as we are every Wednesday night here on Tiger Talk. And before we get this third segment started, we'd like to thank our good friend Jeff Guerrero and over there at Warrior Media. It's our deal is at Sunny 98.3, where you can listen to our broadcasts every year. But we're always happy to partner with them. They're Monroe's newest radio group, Sunny 98.3, the new 103 Rocks, the return of Magic 106.1, the soul of the city. Okay, well, we swapped some players for another one of the Tiger coaches. It's Reagan Wise in his second year as the Tigers defensive coordinator. Reagan, always good to have you here on Tiger Talk.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It's always a good time. And
you brought some people with you here tonight.
I did. I brought my wife, Kate Wise, and my son, Christian Luke, and I have a new, about 17-month-old little girl that is with my mom and dad right now eating some Mexican food. So she didn't make the trip.
She didn't make the trip? Well, Luke did a good job on his chicken strips back there.
He did.
He ate them. He ate them all. I think he might have got a cookie out of the deal. So that's always good. All right, Reagan. Well, you're two as DC. Talk about, is there any difference between that first year and the second year, or does it just keep ramping up?
Well, I think as a second-year defensive coordinator, I'm more comfortable with, all the little details, everything that has to go into it, as far as game plan and practice organization, practice structure. But I think as long as you're a coach, you're always learning. So I don't think I'll, ever get to a point where I think I know everything or I won't learn something new. So I'm always picking Coach Collins' brain. I'm always in his office, and, that's never going to change. Obviously, that's a valuable asset to me as well as our other coaches. So I think there's always something that you can learn. Like you said earlier, you have two choices in a loss. We took one this past week, and, you can sulk in it or you can get back up. And, the sun rose the next day, and we got back to work and made the corrections. So always learning. Always learning.
And, the defensive side of the football always been an important one at Neville. Let's talk a little bit about some of maybe the new faces that you have this year on that defensive side of the football.
Well, you had one that was up here earlier, Dante Matthews, who played sparingly last year, and he's taken on that starter role, and he's done a great job. The more experience that he's gotten, the better he's gotten each week. And we've always had Juju and Jay Reed, and the free safety is Max Carter, who's a senior, who played a little bit for us last year when Juju got hurt in certain situations and packages, but he's been our starting free this year. So he's a guy that we lean on that has a little experience, but he's also another guy that has just gotten better every week so far.
Well, it's been kind of crazy for you, at least these first 3 weeks. I mean, you've went up against three of probably some of the top quarterbacks in the country, prolific offenses. Wherever you go, and they all create similar but different challenges to your defense. The offenses weren't, completely cookie cutter right there. I know, talk about what goes through your mind when you look over and you see Pop Houston, and then, Calvary with their passing attack. And then last week you had college quarterbacks and college-level athletes going against you. And I know we've got the same thing matching up, but talk about schematically the work that you and your other coaching staff with you put in to set up a game plan for teams like this.
Well, first off, I want to say that, my job's easy because of the coaching staff that we have. Coach Lawrence coaches our linebackers, Coach Campbell coaches our corners. I'm working with the safeties, but I also have Coach Daniel Vanderberg, and Coach Jaden Cole works with the corners as well. Coach Wallace is with our D-line. Coach Dozier helps with Coach Wallace on the defensive line, and Coach Reed helps Coach Lawrence with the linebackers. So I'm blessed with great coaches. They make it easy for me, but when you see a great athlete at quarterback, now you got to, really think about how you're going to, play him, because the +1 in the run game makes it a lot more difficult when you have to account for the quarterback, when they can gain guys on you as far as number-wise, running it to the strong side or the weak side. So you have to worry about that, obviously. And then how are you going to pass rush him? You got to keep him in the pocket. You don't want him to get out of that pocket, because that's where his magic happens, really talking about Peyton right there. And also the quarterback we played last week at Oak Grove was a great athlete and runner. But, for example, we went to Evangel. We always wanted to make him roll to his left, So, depending on what blitz we were bringing and who was to the field or who was to the boundary is how we called it. And the kids did a great job. It's not easy. As you know, you just committed to LSU. But anytime you have a quarterback that's an athlete, it makes it that much more difficult. So you really got to figure those two things out. How are you going to take care of him in the run, and then how are you going to keep him contained, and not let him break that pocket.
And, on the defensive side of the ball, we mentioned it. I thought your defense has played tremendous going up against some stiff competition here in these first 3 weeks. But what do you tell your guys, that – like after a game like last week, your message to your core group is what we talked about earlier. Obviously, get back up, get back. You got two choices, but is there anything specific that you're doing to coach them up to keep their heads up?
I think as a coaching staff, we're all going in one direction, and Coach Collins being the leader, his thing was after the game, hey, you got two choices, like I said earlier, and our job as assistants is to reiterate what he's saying. So that's what we talked to the defense about. Hey, you played hard. I'll never question your effort. You played 100%, and that's all we can ask. Now, we have to go and fix the things we messed up. So you had mental errors in the game, another big one on that long run to make it, 22-7 at the time.
Well, that long. Oh, you're talking about
to really kind of put it away
half,
at the time. It was made it 22-7, and we had 4 or 5 missed tackles on the play. So things like that you have to coach up, but you don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. And the only option that we have as Neville Tigers is to get back up and go fix our mistakes and come out the next week and let's play some football.
Talk about, you've had to develop some guys at some positions this year, right? You talk about maybe the development of some of these new guys. You've got a converted quarterback at corner. You had an injury to Dylan there to start off. That was probably going to be one of your starting senior corners right there. And talk about, and I've seen the improvement game after game after game from those guys, but talk about maybe specifically what you've been doing to help those guys along, especially when you take a guy from offense and throw him into a pretty critical part of your defense.
Well, the good thing about Greg is, playing quarterback, he understands the game, kind of understands coverages a little bit. But when we got Greg, we knew he was athletic. We knew that he could help us. We knew we were going to have to get on that board with him, really work him through the defense, work him all summer, work drills with him, make sure he gets more comfortable in our defensive scheme, because, a lot of people don't realize a defense, they get the call from me, and I'm going to wait as long as I possibly can to make sure we get in the best position we can. And they have to look at the formation, see what the set is. Is it a 3-by-1, a 2-by-2? Is there a tight end? Is there 2 tight ends? So we're asked to do a lot of things. And at corner, they had to start looking at their divider and things like that to make sure they're playing it right. So getting those little small details and teaching Greg that part, it took a little while. But he's coming to his own. He's more comfortable with it. And like you said, he's been making some plays for us. So KJ Jones, or K. Jones, excuse me.
Yeah.
We call him KJ.
Yeah.
New transfer in. was really an offensive player in his past school. Moved him to the defensive back position because, that was where we were needing him, and he's done a phenomenal job. He's a hard worker. He listens. He tries to understand. If he has questions, he's not scared to go and ask, and I'm proud of those guys. The whole defense, it's never a question of if we're going to work hard or not. Those guys come to work every single day, and that's all you can ask for as a coach.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, you coach the guys that you got and coach them up as hard as you can. All right, speaking of that, what's maybe you've been coaching how long at Neville? I mean, since you got back from UAM? I mean, yeah.
Oh, let's see. I think I came back in 2017.
Yeah, so we're coming on 8 years, being on that staff. So since you got done playing and started coaching, talk about maybe your favorite thing. Have you developed something that you enjoy the most as a coach, maybe at Neville or wherever else? What's your favorite part of being a high school football coach?
Well, first of all, just the pureness of it. Obviously, it's still their standards and their expectations, but it's not as businesslike as if you'd say like college or the NFL. And it really gets me going when we put something new in, or we might challenge the kids and they rise to the challenge. And when they really see that, like when I see that light bulb go off and they do what they're supposed to do, and they're excited, and everybody sees that, hey, when we do what we're supposed to do, this defense works great. And so seeing their light bulb go off and seeing that they're having success, that really gets me going.
Well, and that's something. I mean, at any level and any coach, when you working and when you see that click, it does. Right. It's kind of like, I'm like, okay, here we go, and now we can move on to the next thing that we can install right there. Well, and look, we're about out of time here, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about your father, Coach Wise. Right. Coach Wise, everybody knows he's over there at Riverfield doing deal, and he had a scare over the deal, but we were talking earlier, and he's doing good and improving every day. So definitely, hey, to Coach Wise, he knows he's been. Yep. I've been around. I've known him since you were coming up.
Right. Right.
So, but just tell me how he's doing.
Well, obviously, a lot of people know about his story. It really gave him a new take on life and understanding how short it is. And he's finally got his energy back. Like you said, he's the head football coach at Riverfield. They're 2-2 on the year. And I'm not sure he's worried about his health anymore. He's worried about his football team's health. So he's got a few starters out, and they got a few big games coming up. But he's excited. The Riverfield family, took him under the wing and just brought his energy back and gave him that purpose again to coach, because he wasn't done coaching, obviously, when he decided to retire from the public school. But seeing him with that energy and seeing him back doing what he loves to do, it just puts a smile on my face, and I know he's doing what he wants to do. And so I'm very happy Riverfield gave him that opportunity.
Well, I know there are a lot of prayers in this room that were going out to him, and not only to him but your family as well as y'all went through it. And I'm just so happy to see him back out there doing what he loves.
Absolutely.
And always happy to see you doing what you love.
Well, I appreciate it.
At Neville High School. Okay, everybody. Reagan Wise, everybody, as we wrap up the third segment. When we return, we're going to get Coach Collins back here. We're going to talk about our second road trip in as many weeks as we travel to take on the St. Thomas More Cougars. You're not going to want to miss that, so stay with us. We'll be right back. I always enjoy catching up with Neville Defensive Coordinator Reagan Wise. Hope you enjoyed that. Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show rolls on, and we'll be back after this 2-minute break with the interview with Neville head football coach Mike Collins. Stay with us right here on Sunday 98.3.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
Hi, I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. Whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, you deserve a team that won't back down. So if you've been injured in an accident, make the right call to your local legal team at Creed & Creed and let us help you win today. Let's go Tigers, and remember, home field advantage matters. Call Creed & Creed today. Proudly serving our great community for over 30 years. We are your local injury attorneys.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcome Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples & Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples & Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. Here in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show, we're here down in Lafayette, Louisiana, as we get ready for the St. Thomas More Cougars as they take on your Neville Tigers. Caught up with head coach Mike Collins this past Wednesday night for Tiger Talk. Here's Coach and Stewart as they give a preview of this game.
Hi, welcome back to our final segment here on Tiger Talk. We are live at Melvin's Restaurant. Come join us next Wednesday night, or in any Wednesday night during the football season there at 6:30. But this segment brought to you by our good friend Joey Trappy and his team over there at the Field House and Traps. Another institution here in Monroe like this place. But he's been supporting the Tigers. He helps out with the Tiger Bash and everything else, and we appreciate everything that he does for us. All right, Coach. Backing up a road trip with another road trip as we go back down to St. Thomas More, another traditional power in the state of Louisiana. Coach Hightower's been there forever. 40, I think just right on the dot, 40 years. 40 years. And a great atmosphere down there in Lafayette, big tailgate, a lot of stuff. Expecting, hopefully, a lot of Neville Tiger fans to make the trip down there.
You bet.
You can load up on your sausage, load up on your boudin. You can make the run.
Some of us are, I think.
Yeah, and but other than that, you're going to have a good football game, and you run into another team similar to the team you came off of, is a team that had some losses, some close losses earlier in the season, but rebounded last week with a win over Acadiana. Right. Their losses were to Carencro and then Catholic of Baton Rouge. Catholic is widely billed as one of the best teams in the state this year. And then Acadiana, they were in a war with Acadiana last week. But when you play St. Thomas More, they're going to be well coached. They're going to
100%
play good defense. Talk about the challenges that the Cougars are going to face.
I think number one, what they do, they get about as much out of their players as anybody in America does, and they do a tremendous job of coaching. And it looks like they're doing coaching all the little details is what I see when I watch them play. They're very technique sound. Whether it's offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, safeties, receivers, they're very disciplined in their routes. The quarterback throws the ball on time. Very, very well coached football team. And, it does present another challenge for us because, they played some really good teams, much like Oak Grove had played last week before we played them. And, didn't come out – came out on the short end in a couple of games and then, goes and beats Acadiana last week. So, it just lets you know. Anytime you talk about Carencro, Catholic, and Acadiana, everybody in the state of Louisiana knows how good all those teams are.
Yeah.
So, it's a flip of the coin about whether they were going to win or lose them anyway, just by the scores. Yeah. Simply the scores of the games.
Yeah, within one score on every game.
Well, most of it's about a couple points, And so everybody's familiar with them. So there's no guessing about how good this team is or how, and don't know anything about them. Well, we know a lot about them, Everybody knows a lot about them. Everybody knows a lot about who they've played as well. So I think that, our players, when you talk to our players, they understand. They know Acadiana. They know Karen Crow. They know St. Thomas More because we played them. And, I think the thing that we have to do is worry about us and go back to worrying about us and not whether we got to take a trip or who we're playing or anything else. We got to take care of our own self. And, I think that's a big emphasis this year for our football team, period. And, and that's why I said what I said after we got beat. When you came back home, we had to, there's two things that can happen. One, we can fight our way out of it, or two, we can go curl up in the corner and hide. But I think I know our football team good enough to know that we're going to come out of the corner fighting, and, we'll let the chips fall where they may. In the court during the course of the ball game. The thing I see out of our team is we're getting healthier. I think that's going to be a big plus for us.
Yeah.
Just consistency and continuity and those things. I think that's where that helps. Just because those guys have, been able to play together. At some point in time. And to me, going down there, it'll be a great atmosphere, which every team should want to play in.
Yeah.
I mean, every team should want to play in it. And not only there, but at home as well, when we play in front of our home crowd. And who knows, we're going to have to go on the road somewhere along the way in the playoffs, if we're fortunate enough to be able to get in them and play on the road. So, I mean, that's all this is right now is just, preparation for that and, how we need to travel and what we need to do and how we need to take care of our business. And it's about how we take care of our business is the real deal on this trip, and we'll see how it all comes out.
The fourth straight week you faced a D1 commit at quarterback.
We pick them, didn't we?
I mean,
who made that schedule?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Who that was.
That guy lost his mind.
Yeah, that's right. Coach McCarty retired, so maybe we can blame it on him.
I can't blame it on him either.
but Cole Bergeron comes in. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was VTech or somebody.
Virginia Tech. Yeah, it
and,
is.
And
so.
you got a guy down there, and it seems that they've been growing quarterbacks.
Well, they've
St.
grown them
Thomas
for a long
More.
time there.
Yeah,
they've grown them for a long time. They've had them all throughout the years, and of course we didn't play them, in a couple of years there. But then we had Jamie Howard before that, and then we were able, then they got them back on the schedule now, and they got Bergeron, and so it's it never ends.
Yeah.
But again, yes, we do. We've got our fourth straight week of a really outstanding quarterback, and he makes their team go.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said earlier, he gets the ball out of his hand on time. He knows where he's going with the ball. He understands what you're trying to do to him defensively. So I think that's the big challenge, whether we can do a good job on, the route combinations so that we can make him throw a ball to us or make him throw a bad ball. Which he doesn't throw many.
No, he doesn't.
He does a really good job of throwing it on time, and he throws it in tight windows. And, he's a really, really special quarterback, in that sense now. And they will run him. So they're not afraid to run him, and that's the other part of it. Anytime you get that guy, that's an extra guy that you can't account for, that you got to be able to account for in the running game. So we got our hands full.
You got your hands full.
Yep.
Defense always flies to the football. There are a lot of stay-at-home guys. I mean, they play a position.
Look, I've visited with Coach Tidwell over the course of my whole career coaching, and they do such a fantastic job. Visited with him many times, and he just continues to do it, and just keeps his kids going, and they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and they're really good at it. And so, we got to see if we can get some mismatches. I don't know if we can find one or two, hopefully we can, and try to make the most out of it.
Well, Coach, as we wrap up here, a couple of tidbits down there from you can follow, if you're following not only the home of Neville Tiger football, but also the Neville Tiger Network. It's clear bag policy for all the fans going down. There's online ticketing. There's a link that we've posted on social media that you can buy the tickets on your way down there or pre-deal
or now.
Now. Go ahead and do it. We want to see those stands full as the Tigers travel to Lafayette. And right now, as far as anything else. We know we can be on the radio, don't know anything else. So
that's right.
The only way to guarantee that you can watch that game
is
to watch it live.
Be there.
You need to be there.
That's right.
And be loud, because I can promise you that the home crowd there at St. Thomas More will. Coach, good luck this Friday night, and we're looking forward to it.
You're getting a good look at the Player of the Week real quick there as well.
That's right.
Our special teams with Brian Albernia, Jaden Reed was on defense, and Jarvis Blackston, our little running back, was on offense. So we're very proud of those young men, and thank Origin Bank for all they do for the Tigers.
Thanks for doing my job for me. I appreciate that, because I slipped off.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right. Well, look, everybody, thank everybody that came out tonight. Once again, thank all the players that we had with us, as well as Coach Wise and Coach Collins, Will Anders, and Justin there back in the Sunday 98 studios. I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night here live from Melvin's. This has been Tiger Talk. Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We are in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show. Hopefully you enjoyed that interview with Coach Collins as we await kickoff here at St. Thomas More, as the Tigers are gathered in their end zone, about to run through the banner to the far sideline. And for the first time tonight, going to bring my cohort here in the booth, Robert Lane, and to talk about some of the keys for the Tigers tonight. Tigers coming in 2-1. St. Thomas More 1-2. St. Thomas More has played a few of the best teams in the state, had some close losses. It's a surprising 1-2 nonetheless, but a very good football team the Tigers are going to face today.
Yeah, I'd kind of describe it like last week. We looked at Oak Grove, and they were 1-2 coming into the game, and you got to find out who Oak Grove, Mississippi was. Very good football team, a lot of talent. Lost some close games. The St. Thomas More team is the exact same way, facing a great quarterback in Cole Bergeron. We faced him last year as a junior. He's tall, he's physical, he's got a big arm. It shows it on tape.
Virginia Tech commit, I believe, at the moment.
But he's a Division I recruit.
Exactly.
Defensively, St. Thomas More is very, very well coached. It's the same as it was, back in 2002 when we were here playing them in the playoffs. Very, very, very well coached, and I got to expect them to be fired up here in front of their home crowd.
And you see, you can't see it because we're not able to live stream this one, but you'll be able to catch that. Speaking of, we're live here on Sunday 98.3, and immediately after this game is over, we are going to post the full stream of tonight's game. So hopefully you catch that. But if you're not, you listen to us on the radio. St. Thomas More comes through the stands and down like a little catwalk onto the field. A lot of smoke, and then they're going to meet in the middle of the field to get their pregame festivities going. And it's always a good atmosphere at St. Thomas More. A lot of tailgating. If you've never been here, it's kind of like St. Frederick's on steroids. I mean, it's a Catholic school here in the heart of Lafayette. It's a large school. A school that's larger than Neville. They play in Division I Select here going on right now. But we talked about Coach Hightower. He's the second winningest active coach in the state of Louisiana behind J.T. Curtis. Okay, and that tells you something. Over 400 wins, 6 state championships. I mean, he knows what he's doing. And the Neville fans aren't unfamiliar with St. Thomas More. I mean, Walker Howard game a few years ago that they came back and won. And then, it's just been always a very close contest when these two teams get together. We've got the captains lining up out there for the Tigers. You've got number 41, Lawson Ratcliffe. Also the running back, number 25, that's Joshua Perkins. Dante Matthews, number 40, the senior linebacker, and number 5, senior defensive back Caden Rogers. For St. Thomas More, it looks like that's going to be number 78, Miles Sherrill. Number 4, that's Christian Bro. And I believe that's number 5. Next to him, Carter Melanson. So might be another one sliding in there. But as they're about to do the national anthem here at St. Thomas More, so we're going to take a quick 2-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have the coin toss and the kickoff. Stay with us.
At St. Francis Health, We're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
We're running the winning play at Sparks Nissan Kia. Whether you're recruiting a car, truck, or SUV, our lineup is stacked with all-stars ready to take the field. We're talking championship deals, low down payments, and monthly payments that won't sideline your budget. Ready to make a trade? We'll give you top dollar. That's a win in any playbook. Sparks Nissan Kia, where every drive is a touchdown. We're wishing our Neville Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together. So welcome you back. The captains awaiting their walk to midfield. Referee crew tonight is out of the Lafayette Association, and we'll soon toss it down to our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Jason Ewing, for the coin toss. As you can kind of hear him going on in the background right there. So as we get through that, we appreciate you tuning in to the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show. And right now, let's toss it to Jason for the coin toss.
Mr. Dunnigan is your umpire. My name is Mr. Guide. I'll be the referee. Neville, we'll call you white the rest of the night, representing the visiting team wearing your white jerseys. St. Thomas More, we'll call you blue the rest of the night, representing the blue, the home team. We have a School Athletic Association, heads. Tails is the 100-year anniversary. Your call is? Tails. His call is heads. Hold that thought for a second.
So St. Thomas More has won the toss and was deferred to the second half. So the Tigers will receive the ball to open this one up. We're about to turn them, and we'll see. The Tigers will be defending the end zone to our right. St. Thomas More defending the end zone to our left on your radio dial. Tigers, black helmets, the white tops with the black numbers, gold trim, black pants with the yellow stripe down the side. St. Thomas More in all blue, blue helmets, blue tops, blue pants, as well as the white numbers. So we should be able to see them tonight. As that other, I think that other, it was Henry Shashir, one of the defensive backs, is the other unmentioned captain for St. Thomas More. We're just about to get underway here as these two are set to tangle. So we appreciate everybody joining us here on Sunday 98.3. Tonight's first half is going to be brought to us by our good friends, the Falks at Sleepy Hollow Furniture. Discover stylish comfort at Sleepy Hollow Furniture in the corner of 9th and Louisville in Monroe. And also that first quarter is brought to you by Cartown. Cartown is a proud partner of the Neville Tiger Network. Visit Cartown in the foot of the bridge in Monroe and West Monroe today for the best selection, unbeatable prices, and friendly service you can trust. Thanks Dino Taylor and the gang there at Cartown. So we are ready to go. We're about 7:04. We're a little late. I know this is driving Coach Collins absolutely crazy.
It's been a long day.
It's 7. He likes that timeline there. But Tigers are going to hit the football for the first time, I believe, this year. As they receive the kickoff here from St. Thomas More, and Tigers back to full strength at the offensive line. Their starting center, I believe, is back in Vincent as well, and they've moved some people around. You've got good to see McNabb back in. They're going to move him over there at right tackle. And let's see, Ronald. Where's my Ronald Corley, 62 there, is going to be on at right guard. So the Tigers should be as close to full strength on the offensive line as they've been all year long. So we'll see if that plays a factor here, as we expect a good one. KJ Jones and Noah Newbill are set back deep to receive the kick from number 39. Tyler Deals, he's a senior kicker for St. Thomas More. And the one thing we do know about St. Thomas More, they never have a lack of kickers here, one of the best soccer programs in the state, if not the South. Here's Deals as he approaches the ball and puts a leg into it. It's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. No return, and the Tigers will take it at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Stewart, we were talking, before we came on, we were looking at some stats. This Neville offense has got to get going fast. We have not scored a point in the first quarter this year in 3 games. So it'd be nice to get going on this first drive and get some points on the board and get in a rhythm early with this. This offensive line has been patched, since the first game and, been moving guys around. So let's get in the sync right here and get going.
Robinson with Blackston behind him. He's going to hand it to Jarvis Blackston, and he's going to lose a couple as the pursuit got there. I believe that was 49 for the Cougars. Connor McAtee that was back there. The Tigers going to lose a yard. It's going to be second down and 11. Blackston getting the start. J-Rob a little banged up on the deal, so it's going to be Blackston back there for the Tigers. He moves to the right of Robinson. They're going to run the sweep to the left side, and he breaks a tackle, but the ball comes out, and St. Thomas More recovers at their own 24-yard line. Blackston can't believe it. I didn't see. We can maybe check it out on the Creed and Creed replay. To see where that ball came out.
Ran the outside zone right there. He does a good job, and he got tripped up, and the ball, he separated the ball from his body, and it just slipped out right there. Good play by the St. Thomas More defender. I think if he breaks that tackle right there and regains his feet, he's
got at least a first down.
First down. So, not how we wanted to start, but, sophomore running back getting his first start tonight. Got to hold on to the football.
All right, Tiger defense trots out there, and Cole Bergeron from the shotgun. He's got Carter Melanson to his right. Bergeron looking to throw, and he's got a man. He was looking for a man at the 8, and that's one of his favorite receivers there, number 4, Christian Bro, and he can't come up with it. It's going to be second down and 10 as the pass was a little bit behind Bro.
Yeah, Bro's a big target. He looks to be 6'3", 6'4". Neville defender did a good job of wiring him at the line of scrimmage.
Man coverage on the top. They're going to hand it to Melanson into the interior of that Tiger defense. He goes. He's going to have a couple of yards, and that's it. Down to around the 21-yard line as well, where they will spot it. It's going to be third down and 8 for the Cougars.
Yeah, big play right here. You got to expect them to stretch the field and use Bergeron's arm right here. Probably have a pretty good kicker, so they're in field goal range. Going to try to push the ball.
Bergeron looking to his left. They got the crossing route. It's high and incomplete. It's going to set up fourth down and 8 from the 21, and I don't see him switching out players. It doesn't look like they will. Wow. There's a big fourth down here early in this one, and see if the Tiger defense can hold off a turnover deep in their territory here. Bergeron has it. Looking to his right. He's got the quick hitch, and it's going to be caught as Bro fights his way to the 9. So a quick slant to Christian Bro will give the Cougars 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Yeah, it was tight coverage. Made a good throw, and Bro, being a big body, used his body to make the catch.
He's looking for Bro again. That's Bergeron, and he overthrows that one. It's incomplete. You see trying the fade in the back of that end zone and just couldn't come up with it.
Got to put a little more air under that ball. He threw that ball out of bounds, and got to give your receiver a chance if you're St. Thomas More. Neville defender had good coverage, though.
2nd and goal from the Neville 9. The Cougs will split 2 wide receivers to each side. That's Melanson in the backfield. Bergeron. Ball is off the helmet of Bergeron, and let's see who has it. They're going to say, actually, it's off the helmet of Melanson, but a big loss on the play will spot the football back on the other side of the 20. You see here on the Creed and Creed replay, Melanson was trying to get a little quick, and he stepped in front of the snap. Ball goes off his helmet, and now the ball's at the Neville 23. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate break for St. Thomas More and a huge break for Neville.
Bergeron looking to throw, got a man across the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice play by Juju Burns. Came in and swatted that football away. They were looking, I believe, that wasn't Bro? Yeah, that was Bro. He was at the top of our screen there.
No, it was number 20.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just saw him at the end. That's Jared Coisier.
Yep.
So now from the tee is placed at the 30 as Tyler Deals will attempt a 40-yard field goal here. There's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick looks good. No, it's no good. So no good. Tiger defense holds, and they turn the football over on down. Yeah. So, an early mistake from the sophomore. Tiger defense does its job.
Yeah, we've seen this Tiger defense do this, so far pretty much all year. It was a bend, don't break mentality, and, good job by the defense stepping up. Time for the offense to get going.
Reminding everybody that we are in they're holding it. We've got a TV timeout. So I tell you what, let's take a timeout as well we're live here from St. Thomas More. No score here. 9:42 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello.
Yep. All right, welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We are in the Cartown first quarter of play. Tiger defense holds after a fumble on their first offensive possession. A missed field goal. Now Parker Robinson looking for the hitch. They've got him in. That's number 20.
That's Reaper. That's Reaper.
That's right. Reaper with the catch. He's going to have it out to the 29-yard line. Gain of 9 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Tigers. They're going to give it to Blackson again, and he powers forward. He's going to have the Sonic drive in on North 18th Street. First down. Out to the 33-yard line goes Jarvis. And a fresh set of downs for the Tigers. Tigers going tempo. Robinson has the ball. They hand it. No, he's play action. Looking deep. He lofts it up, and it looked like they were looking for Reaper, that Schnett, and he got caught up with a defensive back, and it threw off the timing on that one.
Yeah, ball was just overthrown. We had a step, and Reaper is who we're referring to. He is an outstanding freshman. You've been watching him in the freshman games. This kid can go.
Sledge is dealing with a little injury, so the freshman gets the start here.
Yep.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Robinson looks to the sideline. 2 receivers to the far sideline. They're going to turn, hand it to Blackson. He steps out of a tackle in the backfield and able to get it forward for 5 yards. A nice gain on 2nd down. 3rd down and 5 now for the Tigers. Ball is at the Neville 38-yard line. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Cougar fans.
Yeah, they're on their feet. It's third down.
They're into this ball game early. Robinson is going to run it himself. He's got the first down and slides down around the 48-yard line. So you talked about it on the way down about Parker being able to soften that defense by using his legs. He did it right there and got the Tigers a fresh set of downs.
As a defensive coordinator, that right there just is a dagger for you. You know, your defense does a good job. You create a third and medium, and your quarterback runs for a first down.
Another handoff to Blackston, and he's powering forward. He crosses the 50. They're going to call him down at the 49-yard line, so a gain of 3 for the Tigers. It'll be second down and 7 now. Ball on the St. Thomas More side of the 50-yard line. Tigers going tempo once again. Nope, they're going to step off and look to the sideline.
And you got Zeeland down here to the boundary, one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Yeah, with the safety cheated to the field.
Play action. They're looking for Zeeland, and there's a nice route. He's got the catch and steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line for another Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street. First down. Go ahead.
Great job right there. I mean, it's one-on-one. That's pitch and catch. You know, the corner bailed. You run the comeback. It was thrown on time. Great execution there by Parker and Zeeland.
First and 10 for the Tigers from STM 40. Hand it to Blackston, and in the backfield once again is the defensive end. That's 49, Connor McAtee.
And I don't know how he came through free right there. You know, we've got to do a better job of communicating on the offensive line. That I believe he was playing the offside tackle right there, and I don't think we put a hand on him. You know, got to block back right there and do your job.
Loss of 1 on the play, second down and 11. They're going to hand it, no play action, and they've got Zeeland Young, and he's loose in the secondary. He's still on his feet, carrying guys. Did he get in? They're going to say no. He's down to the 1-yard line. A 40-yard reception from the big senior receiver for the Tigers.
Yeah, and that's the RPO game right there. Parker pulled it, hit the slant route, and Zeeland did the rest of the job, got it down to the 1.
The Tigers are going to have to call a timeout. I think they got too many on the field as they had a late substitution. So a timeout, Neville. They got it on the 1 in the J. Papa's red zone. We'll be back in 30 seconds to see if they can punch it in. Stay with us here on Sunny 98.3.
Growing up in Northeast Louisiana, I was raised on neighbors helping neighbors, the spirit of entrepreneurship and good food, something we know a lot about at Coney Island Connection. We've turned those values into our mission. We believe giving back with a lot of food and lots of love has the power of bringing people together. We're more than a restaurant. We're family. And with your support, we're changing lives one meal at a time. Thank you for helping us to become known as a small business with a big heart.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We're going to check in with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Jason Ewing. You had a couple of thoughts before this play.
Yeah, the offensive line, we have a distinct size advantage over the defensive front for St. Thomas More, so we should be able to lean on them.
There's the snap. It's a low snap, but they give it to Blackston, and he's going to be stopped. Actually, you lose a yard. The snap was low, and I think Blackston might have picked it up off the ground. So the Tigers lose a yard. Second and goal now from the 2. You see it here on the Creed and Creed replay as just slow moving. And size advantage. There's another low snap. They give it to Blackston. He tries to sidestep a man and can't get anything. He's going to lose another yard. Back to the 3.
We're going to have to get creative.
And there's a flag in the back of the end zone here.
Yeah, is that 41 and 13 for Neville got
Let's see what goes on. If we can find the official here. There's a flag at the back. I think it was Zaylen and one of the, is it 41?
Yeah.
That would be Landon, Bienvenu.
Called it on Neville. It's going to be offsetting.
Okay, offsetting. So it's going to be third down. So that's 2 unsportsmanlike. So they got to be careful.
Yep. One more, they're out.
Yep. So here we go. It's going to be third down and goal from the Tigers. And they had it on the 1. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Cougar fans shaking those cowbells. Tiger offensive line has got to move some bodies there. They're going to hand it to Blackson again. He bounces it outside, and he's going to be short. The ball comes out.
Yeah, it was down.
They're going to say he was down. Yep. And St. Thomas More thinks they have it, but it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. And we'll see here on the Creed and Creed replay as Blackston tries to sidestep, and once again, they're in the backfield. As Blackston goes up, and yes, it is. It's off the ground. So the Tigers offense stays on the field now from the right hash. 4th and goal from the 1, and a timeout is signaled on the field, and that's going to be the hydration timeout. We've hit the 6-minute mark, and regularly scheduled hydration timeout. Tigers got a big play coming up. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, we bring our A-game every day, delivering a home run experience for you. Like the thrill of sinking the game-winning shot or finding just the right vehicle for you. Whatever drives you when you shop with Jim Taylor, we put you in the starting lineup. Visit us online at jimtaylorbuickgmc.com or in Monroe, where we are professional grade, and we never stop working for you.
Well, welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane, Jason Ewing here with you tonight on Sunny 98.3 as the Tigers have it 4th and goal from the 1. They had it 1st and goal from the 1, and the Tigers are sending their offense back out there.
Yeah, got to get creative right here. It's 4th down. You hate to just run it into the teeth again. Come up with some kind of play that maybe get the ball outside, some kind of trickery to get a score.
Cougar fans come to their feet here. Big 4th down early in this one. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. They hand it to Blackston, and he bounces off a man. He's going to be in for the score. The far side official throws his hands up. We're going to watch it here on this Creed and Creed replay as Blackston with the second effort is going to bounce off one of the linebackers and keeps his going forward, and he did get the ball right over the plane of the goal line. So the Tigers have struck first. That's going to be Rex Parker to attempt the extra point. Brooks Yerger on the hold. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:55 remaining in the first quarter. Neville 7, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging, herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
The Tigers take it 80 yards in 13 plays. Took 3:47 off the clock. Jarvis Blackston with a 1-yard plunge on 4th down. The extra point is good. And that makes it 7-0 Tigers. As it's been an interesting about 6 minutes and 5 seconds here as we start. Here comes Sorrell, and he's going to get that one down to the 1. It's going to be returned. That's 20 on it. And nice coverage by the Tiger special teams, as that's Jared Koischer who gets it out to the 12-yard line. So an 11-yard return, and St. Thomas More will take over at their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, great drive by the Tigers right there. Going down and scoring, putting together a drive. We punched it in on fourth down barely.
Yeah.
We got to get over there and get our offensive line going. There was a lot of guys that were breaking through, on that drive.
Even though it's the experienced guys, that they don't have that much experience this year.
That's right.
All right, empty backfield. It was Bergeron gets it out, tries to get his running back Melanson out in the flat, and it's a little high.
Yeah.
First couple of throws from Bergeron have been
and
sailing on it.
It is showed on tape. He will miss high. He'll miss behind the receivers. You saw that on the drive where they had to kick the field goal and ended up missing it. Tigers got to keep putting pressure on him and play great in the secondary.
Bergeron looking to throw. He's incomplete. I don't think that was 17, Calguillo, that he was looking for on that. He was the lone receiver to the far side, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 10 from the St. Thomas More 12.
And they just ran a quick slant into the boundary, and they had a play right there. If he catches that, ball was still a little high.
He got inside the corner.
Yep.
Same formation as I see Jay Reed out there, which is good to see, number 7. He got banged up a little bit last week, but good to see him out there for the Tigers. And he's coming in, balls on the ground, and it's in the end zone, and they're going to try and kick it. He throws it out. There's a man there. Heads-up play from Bergeron. They're going to say no, it's a safety. We'll check it out here on the Creed and Creed replay. He might have stepped out of the back of the end zone. Let's see if we got that here. We can watch it in here. I know you can't watch it on the radio, but it was a low snap, and Bergeron looks like he was trying to kick it, and
right there.
Yeah, he was out.
Yep.
He stepped out, so a safety for the Tigers.
Wow.
As that's the second kind of botched snap we've seen from St. Thomas More. And the Tiger defense, that's the second safety this year.
That is.
If you're counting down there. Andy Martin with the Net Tech stats. And we've scored our first points of the first quarter.
That's correct.
There you go. So a safety as we probably should have taken a break there, but we're not. As they come back out, as the Tigers tack on 2 more points, 5:37 to go here in the first. It's 9-0 Neville.
Well, and after a safety, they kick from the 20-yard line.
That's right.
So this kicker can boot it. We saw that on the first one.
Yeah, Tyler Dills.
Yeah, they are. You have the option to punt it or to kick it off normal off the tee. So we'll see what he can do here. Hopefully we can get a return and start with some good field position and end the drive with some more points here in the first quarter.
Newbill and Jones are standing around their 20-yard line. Here's Dills. Pops this one up. It's going to be Newbill to come up and take it. It bounces off him, and Jones picks it up at the 34. He's got running room, and almost broke it. I think that was number 10, John David, who saved a touchdown as you thought Jones was going to squeak through there. You can see it here on the Creed and Creed replay as Newbill kind of muffs it, but Jones was there to pick it up, and he had that seam, and 10 just came in from the back to save a touchdown. Nose of the football is placed at the St. Thomas More 50-yard line.
And look, Newbill is a sophomore also.
That's right.
He had a chance to catch that kick and make a good return. It bounced off of him. It's a learning experience. He's a good football player too.
Blackston in the backfield next to Parker. The Tigers 2 receivers to the far sideline. They're going to hand it to Blackston. He sidesteps a man and then bowls over one of the defensive backs. Falls forward for 8 on first down and to the St. Thomas More 42, and there's a little room there on that outside.
Great job by the offensive line right there. Yeah. They were one-on-one, and they won right there, and it produced a big run.
2nd down and 2. They give it to Blackston again, and he's going to be close. They're going to be a yard shy. 3rd down and 1 now for the Tigers. Just trying in between the tackles.
Yeah.
It's been tough sledding for the Tigers.
Well, in
last couple of weeks.
They're downhill. We're inside run, pretty much all the time. May want to try to get the ball out on the edge.
God. High snap, and then Parker just going to fall on it. The snap, I don't know if we can check this out on the replay. as the snap comes, and it's a little high.
It's high and hard, and those are hard to handle. You're the quarterback. Your eyes are, when it goes up like that,
it's hard to come back
tough.
down.
Yep.
So that puts it back across the 50 to the Neville 49. The punt team comes out. That's going to be Alvernia standing around the 32-yard line. Comes a snap from Shelby. It's back. The punt is away towards the far sideline, and it's going to be downed at the 21-yard line for the St. Thomas More Cougars. So
good punt right there. It took a bad bounce for the Tigers. But,
bounce backwards, yeah.
Yeah, we were able to get on it, and they're going to start around the 20.
All right. We had after the punt, let's see, I think that is the 21-yard line. Tiger defense back out there, and Bergeron, I believe this is their third offensive possession of the night.
Yep.
Bergeron with two backs. He motions another receiver out, and Bergeron drops the football, but he picks it up, rolls to the right, and then he sails it over the head of Bro. And that clock starts ticking when you have a bobbled snap.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He caught it. He was sprinting out. He dropped the ball. He picked it back up. They ran the flood route. They cleared it out and ran number 4 on a deep out route, and he was wide open, and Bergeron just overthrew him. We're fortunate right there because they had a man wide open.
Had a play. All right, second down and 10. They're going to hand it to Melanson. He's looking for a running room, and he cuts it back and is hit around the 24-yard line. So a gain of 3 on second down, makes it third down and 7 from the 24.
Yeah, good job by Malik Grayson, our defensive end, number 9. He stretched it and forced that ball back inside and allowed the Neville linebackers to come and make the tackle for a short gain.
All right, a lone back there. It's not Melanson. Bergeron looking to throw the quick end, and that ball almost picked off. Juju Burns, he kind of sat down on that route, and he just couldn't come up with it. He was looking for, I believe that's number 83, A.J. Rance.
Yeah, Juju was a flat defender, and he read the quarterback's eyes, and he fell up underneath that slant. I believe he got his hands on it. If he didn't, it was real close and forced a bad throw. And another punt here for St. Thomas More.
First punt from St. Thomas More.
First punt, that's right. It was a safety, or missed field goal and a safety.
And this is the wide receiver, Bro, back there to punt it. So you got to always think about that. Don't think they're going to fake it here, as Max Carter almost got a hand on it, and a low punt that is going to be.
Golly.
They say I don't know if it hit anybody. Let's see. There's no signal. Let's see.
Fans think it is.
Fans think it's St. Thomas More. Let's see here on the Creed and Creed replay. It was a bad punt.
Hit a man.
And I don't think it hit. I don't think it hit anybody.
It hit his foot.
I think it might have hit 26.
I don't know. They're talking about it.
If it hits 26 first before it hits our guy, it's down.
Yeah, that's right.
Right there. You can't hit it into a guy.
Let's
see what they're going to say.
Looks like it's going to be Neville's ball. No, St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More is going to have the football.
No, Neville's ball.
No,
Neville's ball.
He changed his mind. That was he had it wrong.
Yeah.
Once again, we're watching it on this replay. Max Carter almost gets it, and as we slow it down, ball hit around the 49 of St. Thomas More, and it bounced up and it hit 26.
Hit 26, then hit our guy.
Hit 26's hand,
yep.
And then back into 11 for us.
Yep.
Okay, so that's Greg Smith, and it will be Tigers football at the 45. And now the Coach Hightower is wanting to talk it over with the official, and it's going to be first down Neville.
Yeah.
But we watched it a couple of times here on this replay, and when we slowed it down, it looked as though it hit Nick Taylor in the hand and then bounced off 11. So it'll be first and 10 for the Tigers. 3:20 remaining in the first. Tigers leading this one 9-0.
All good?
Excuse me, I'm good. No. some of them cracklings from earlier. It caught up in my throat. Here's a play action that they've got a pass complete. That's to Zaylin Young at the 45-yard line. That's going to be right at the line to gain for another Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street, first down.
Yeah, RPO slant right there to Zaylin, and great execution again. It's been a big play for us.
Tigers on tempo, play action again, going for the big one. He's got Zaylin down the field, and he can't come up with it. Zaylin had to angle in, but he couldn't get there, and that's going to be incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Did it hit him in the hands as he dove? I couldn't tell. It was going away from us here. You can see it on the replay. We'll try to describe it to the listeners that are listening. The ball was thrown inside, and it looks like he got one hand on it.
Yeah,
and he couldn't quite come up with it. Parker's got to throw him open.
All right, second down and 10 now for the Tigers. Mason Hart, your halfback. Zaylin Young split out to the near sideline. Ball on the near side hash. Tigers going right to left. Robinson dropping back to pass, and he's got Zaylin Young on the near sideline. That ball is complete. They're going to say he's out. Man, it looked like he was right around the 36-yard line, but they're saying it was at the 38. So third down and 3 now for the Tigers. The Tigers trying to keep this drive alive. High snap. Robinson has it. He's going to roll to his left, and he's just going to have to throw it away as Parker didn't have any time to go, and now a couple of flags come out, and that might be the second unsportsmanlike for 13. And if that's the case, he might be gone.
Yeah, you got to be smarter. You know, have a football IQ. You can't let your emotions overtake you right here.
I don't know if he got caught up. I don't know if we got this.
Yeah, he was blocking. He was blocking, trying to block for Parker running, and it went into the St. Thomas More sideline.
And he continued it?
Yep.
Right now it's fourth down. Personal foul against the Tigers.
It's just a personal foul. It's not unsportsmanlike.
It's not unsportsmanlike. Okay, so a personal foul for excessive blocking. So 13 will remain, but that's going to be after the play, so they're going to back it up 15 yards. We can check it out here on this Creed and Creed replay. As you see,
he's blocking him into the – he just blocked him into the –
and he kept going, and then he kind of just fell backwards. It wasn't as vicious as the sideline made it out to be, but he took him into the blue turf there, which was a few yards off. All right, that's going to back it up to the Neville 47-yard line. Brian Alvernia standing around his own 32. There's the snap. Alvernia gets the punt away, but it's a short punt that's going to keep rolling. Well, he got away with one there as Alvernia snap. He dropped the snap a little bit. Snap was a little low. Alvernia put it on the ground and then tried to rush that kick, and he had time to punt it, but Tigers down it at the 26-yard line of St. Thomas More with 2:21 remaining here in the Cartown first quarter.
You know, Stewart, we just got to play cleaner. You know what I'm saying? This team this year has got to find their identity, find their way. You know, we have some good players and we're a good football team, but we got to eliminate the mistakes and put drives together and just play a little cleaner.
All right, first down for Cole Bergeron and crew. They split 3 wide to the far sideline. Ball placed on the near side hash. Bergeron looking to throw, looking to his left. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he comes back, and that ball's picked off. That's Jones. He's got it at the 25, trying to get up the sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 15. Great job by number 3 for stepping in front of that pass.
Yeah, really good job. The defensive line flushed Bergeron out of the pocket into the boundary. He was trying to throw it to number 4, and Neville defender number 3 just stepped right in front of him. You can see it here on the replay. Had him open. Number 4 kind of gave ground right there.
Yeah.
That, as a quarterback, you hate to see that. You want him to come back to the ball, but he didn't. That allowed the Neville defender to step in front and come up with a big play right there in the interception.
KJ Jones, the junior corner, coming into his own here for the Tigers. The Tigers have it in the J. Papa's red zone. Blackston beside Parker Robinson to his right. You've got Zaylin on at tight end. They're going to turn. They're going to hand it. to Blackston. He's got room on that right side. He needs to turn up field. He's got a positive gain, about 6, down to the 9-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. But I saw Robert. I saw your hand go up.
Yeah,
he had a little seam.
Well,
he could have gotten a couple of more, and that's
we had a play, but our young freshman wide receiver, we got to teach him to block.
Yeah.
And if he goes in there and cuts his guy off,
another high snap, and Blackston
fall on it.
Now he finally picks it up, and he was trying to run with it, but back to the 25-yard line as Tigers shoot themselves in the foot there. At 2nd and 4 from the 9, and now we've got 3rd down, and let's call that 21 from the 25.
Yeah, and that's Grant Vincent. That was the center that started the game. He's been out since the Jamboree.
Yeah.
And got to get him worked out. I believe we had the sophomore center just enter the game.
There's the snap. Robinson looking to throw. He can't get out of the grasp of a defensive lineman from St. Thomas More. He gets a yard, and that's going to be it to the 24-yard line. And I don't know if the Tigers will switch them out or go for it here. 53 seconds remain here in the Cartown first quarter, and the Tigers leaving their offense out on the field. 4th down and about 19. Let's call it 20. They got to get to the 4. 16 seconds on the play clock. Tigers going to run a play here. They trips receivers to the near side. There's the snap. Robinson looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's got Zaylen, but he overthrows him, and the Tigers are going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I had Zaylen right there, just overthrew him. The bad snap, what killed the drive. That's like a penalty. Again, got to clean up some mistakes. You can't have those mistakes. When you get a big interception like that, you get great field position and you come away with no points.
Yeah.
You got to figure out ways to get points right there. And, it's 9-0 here, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Tigers have had opportunities. Just got to figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone offensively.
Well, St. Thomas More thwarts another Tiger drive. 1st and 10. The ball's on the ground, and Bergeron is down back at the 16-yard line. So, man, this is a comedy of errors here.
It's
so
not
far
good. It's not good
for the Cougars and the Tigers, to say the least. That's going to lose about 8 back to the 16. So, 2nd down and 18 now for the Cougars.
And that wasn't just a terrible snap. It was still a little to his left, and looked like Bergeron just stuck his hand out and dropped it. Looks like we've got a timeout here.
Timeout.
Or no, that's quarter. I'm
sorry. That's
going
to be the end of the Cartown first quarter. All right, folks, we played 1. It's Neville 9, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football. Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver's spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We're still in the Sleepy Hollow first half of play, but we've made it to the Shell Chiropractic second quarter. Shell Chiropractic, Highway 165 in Monroe's, here to keep you in peak condition on and off the field. Let's see Dr. G.U. Grant and Bud Boudreaux soon.
Yep.
Oh. All right, 2nd down and 18. The ball is at the 16. Another low snap, and Bergeron is still trying to catch it. Let's see if the Tigers can fall on it. They come in from the side. Who has the football? It's going to be Cole Bergeron.
Yep.
And another bad snap back to the 2. Let's see where they do it. We can watch it here on the Creed and Creed replay. That wasn't even close.
No, and this didn't show up on film. I didn't notice a bunch of bad snaps.
I didn't either.
When I watched the tape. So I don't know if they have a new center in there or if the Neville defensive line is, doing something to make these bad snaps occur. It's a bad night so far.
There's a run to the right side. I believe that's 26 on the outside. It's nicked. No, it's not.
27.
27. Sorry, Parker Ruppert. And he listed as a defensive back, but not enough out to the 10-yard line, and now they're going to send Christian Bro back to punt from his own end zone. KJ Jones is going to be standing around his own 45. All right, there's the punt away. It's a nice punt. Jones from midfield. He's going to back away from it. And the Tigers get out of the way.
Oh, man.
It's going to roll dead and be downed at they're going to say the 44-yard line of Neville. So a good punt from Bro from his own end zone. But, I mean, we just had you're sitting here shaking your head.
Well,
Jaden Manning
in
trying
high
to
school,
get out of the way.
In high school punts, it can be, very good or it can be a disaster. And we've seen it twice tonight. That almost hit us again.
Yeah.
And it's hard on these guys. You got to, practice this. And when the ball's rolling around, you got to find the ball and get out of the way.
Just underway here in the Shale Chiropractic second quarter. Tigers have the football at their own 45-yard line. Robinson is going to hand it to Blackston, and he's got a little running room. He crosses the 50 down to the 49-yard line. Gain of 6 on first down. It'll be second down and 4 for the Tigers.
Yeah, not a bad run right there on first down. Blackston, he's a load. Almost had that ball stripped right there. He's sophomore's got to learn to protect that football when he's up in the middle of bodies like that. God, we were set.
Play action, and they were looking for Reaper, and it just a little bit high. That would have been
that ball was just a little out front of Reaper right there. It was the RPO game. If he catches that, he's gone for his first touchdown as a Tiger. You'd like to see that one, especially for the freshman. Stick it in between the numbers right there and let him go to work. Maybe in a couple of years he can make that catch.
They've got Zaylin Young across the 40. That's going to be a Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street for first down as it's at the 39-yard line of STM.
Yeah, and I love that play call right there. We spotted Zaylin up in the zone. He's a big body. He's like a tight end. And set him up. He was wide open and was able to convert the first down.
Another, let's see, that's
29.
That's 29, yeah, that's Josh. That's Caston. Trey Caston, not Josh Caston. Trey Caston with a 9-yard gain on first down. High snap, and now Parker Robinson's able to fall back on it. I don't know if he was ready for that one.
I don't know if I've ever seen this many bad snaps in a game by both teams. We may have to go under center. St. Thomas More may have to do the same thing. But here we go. It's 3rd and 4 right here. Wasted the play.
Yep.
There on second down.
All right. 3rd down and 4. Appreciate everybody listening to us on Sunny 98.3. Going for the deep ball. It's Zaylin, and he's got it in. Touchdown Tigers as Zaylin goes up, high points the football. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, and it's the mismatch. Zaylin's a big body. He beat him off the line of scrimmage right there, beat the corner off the line of scrimmage, and Parker delivers a great ball. Had great protection right there. Good pocket for Parker, and he makes a good throw. Allowed Zaylin to go up and high point it. And, in this drive with points on 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Big play.
Big play for the Tigers. Switch out of the swinging gate. Rex Parker set to kick the point after. There's a snap, hold, the kick. is good. 8:51 remaining in the first half of play. Neville 15, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football right here on Sunny 98.3.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
We're back here in the Family Solutions broadcast booth. 5-play, 55-yard drive. Took a minute 42 off the clock. A 34-yard touchdown throw and catch from Robinson to Zaylin Young makes it 15-0 Tigers. Here with 8:51 remaining in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter. I'm trying to get it all out here. There's,
sponsors and everybody.
River Sorrell. We're not able to broadcast this live. We appreciate everybody tuning in on Sunny 98.3. The video. We will have the video posted immediately on our YouTube channel right after the game. Sorrell kicks this one, and it's going to be brought out of the end zone. Is fumbled, and then a nice play by the special teams once again. That was 17. Taylor Eskridge on the 14th. Oh, no, it was 14 on the tackle. That's what I thought. That's Oliver Civils on the tackle at the 11-yard line. So I guess you can chalk it up as an 11-yard return. But Civils with the coverage on the Tigers special teams. Once again, St. Thomas More starts with less than ideal field position.
Yep. They've been behind the chains most of the night. Defense has got to come out. Let's figure out a way to get a stop here.
Flag's going to blow this play dead. That's going to be false start against the Cougs. Going to back them up 5 yards. Back to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and 15.
Yeah, and as not clean as Neville has been tonight offensively, St. Thomas More has probably been worse so far in this this first half. With bad snaps and penalties, and both just don't look real in sync so far tonight.
Bergeron got his heels on the goal line here. There's a snap, another flag. Looks like they're going to say offsides against the Tigers. So that'll take away that 5 yards and give it back. It'll be first down and 10 after this one. Let's see, as the official. Let's see, they're not going to. I don't know. They are going to say offsides. Let's see here on the replay.
Didn't get it. I don't know if somebody it was encroachment
or just lined up in the neutral zone, but I didn't see anybody moving.
No.
Who's that on that far sideline? Okay, that's 91. Chase Williams, but I don't know.
No.
Here we go. All right. Bergeron back to pass. They're going to do the shovel pass to the middle, and Melanson is just pumped down by Fobbs White as he was just standing around in the middle of the field, and Fobbs decided to knock him down after a gain of 2. It's second down and 8 now for the Cougars.
Yeah, just tried the middle screen right there with the running back, and Neville defenders did a good job of recovering, and, it was a big hit right there by the Neville defensive lineman hitting the running back for St. Thomas More.
Another handoff to Melanson. He's fighting for yardage, and he's across the 15 to the 16. That's it. It's going to be third down and 5 for St. Thomas More. See, Rick Pettis is listening. He keeps saying, 15-0. It's 16-0. So who knows what I've been saying, Rick?
That's right.
But it is 16-0.
Proving you're human.
You've had
right?
2 touchdowns and a safety. Both extra points were good. You add all that together, and you get 16. 7:41 remaining here in the second quarter. Third down upcoming for St. Thomas More. Bergeron's going to run it. And he's going to have the first down as the Tigers were A good play call, and then a late flag coming in as Dante Matthews was engaged with somebody. We'll see it maybe here on the Creed and Creed replay.
And the referee was right there, and referee kind of approached Juju. You see it right there at the bottom right of your screen, and I believe there was some choice words. I believe it was Juju. It may not.
I don't know if that was Juju or Dante. Don't
maybe,
know.
Yeah. It was a pile of people right there, but
let's see.
It's going to be on Neville.
See. That's unsportsmanlike on the Tigers. And that'll tack on 15 yards to the end of this one.
I may have to go to Jason to see if we can figure out who that was on.
Let's go to the
Marin
State Bank sideline report. Jason, you got any idea? I got you.
I saw it, but I don't know who it was.
Okay. Well, the ball's placed at the 39. I don't think Coach Collins is very happy about that call. Probably thought it at least should have been offsetting.
Yeah.
But that's 2 unsportsmanlikes against the Tigers. We'll have to get the number so we'll know. Maybe Jason can find out for us.
Go to work, Jason.
All right.
He's listening in.
7:26 to go here in quarter number 2. As they're going to talk about, I don't know what's going on here, as Coach Collins didn't.
Did we call a timeout?
Well, I don't know if we've got a timeout. Let's see here. This official is going over to talk to Coach Hightower.
I think it was an official timeout.
Official timeouts to cool the teams off. It was Juju.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 on 2, and we got 1 on 13.
Yep.
So
that's need to chill. It's two of the best players, one on offense and one on defense. So got to keep you cool. The St. Thomas More offense and defense, they play extremely hard. It shows up on tape, and I think what happened is the guy was blocking Juju, and it was kind of as the play was ending, and Juju kind of had enough, and he shoved the kid, and then the referee was right there, and I think there was some choice words. You can see it on the replay right there. See it? And
he got the extra. The last man's going to get that one. All right, first down and 10 now. Bergeron rolling to his left. He's looking. He's got a man. He overthrows Bro once again, and it's going to be second down and 10.
He had him wide open right there. They ran the out routes and the deep outs and sprinted Bergeron out to this left side to the St. Thomas More sideline, and he's just got to hit him. As a quarterback, you throw it to him, and you got a big first down. Looked like he threw it high and missed his receiver.
Ball's on the far side hash. St. Thomas More working from our right to left. Bergeron looking to run it this time, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and fall forward for a yard, and that's going to be it. Third down and 9 now for St. Thomas More as they swap out a couple of players.
Yeah, big play right here for this Tiger defense with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Like to get a stop, get the ball back to our offense, and let them go back to work.
Bergeron looking to throw, double pumps and throws it high into the St. Thomas More bench. And the intended receiver was number 6, Blake Kaye, and he had no chance of catching that. It's going to be 4th and 9. Tigers don't get bit too hard by that penalty, and Bro's going to step back out there to punt this football away.
Yeah, it looked like right there Bergeron was trying to throw the slant. We had a guy under it, and I guess his only option was to throw it out of bounds and live to fight another day and create a punt right here for this St. Thomas More
Snap
offense.
Back. The kick is away. It's a good one, a high kick. Jones, it's going to take a St. Thomas More bounce as Jones lets it bounce. It's going to be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So a good punt from Christian Bro will give the Tigers a first down, but inside their own 10.
Yeah, really nice punt right there. You'd like for our guy to be able to go over there and fair catch that ball and catch it and save the yardage, but took a St. Thomas More bounce, and Tigers are going to start here roughly at the 10-yard line.
Well, 6:36 remaining here in quarter number 2. Tigers leading this one 16-0. Nice crowd here in Lafayette. Home side's packed, and we've got a good crowd of Tiger fans who've made the jump as a flag comes out. That's going to be a false start against the Tigers. It's coming from the back judge. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or actually about half the distance. So
Either
it's inside the 10. That'll back them up 4.
Center or the guard may have moved there. I don't know. It was
the center rocked the ball when he stood up.
Once again, you got Vincent in there.
We got a new center's in there.
Okay, that's going to be Rutledge.
Yep.
Okay.
It's number 70.
So Rutledge is in. Empty backfield for Robinson. No, he's going to hand it off. Blackston's got some running room. He spins out of a tackle. He's out at the 20. He's trying to get forward, and he's finally going to be wrestled down at the 26-yard line. That's Caston, rather.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trey Caston. All the way down there. My eyes aren't that old, but I couldn't see. So it's Caston in the backfield. He remains there. First down for the Tigers at the 27-yard line of Neville. We're going to hand it to Caston again, and he makes a cut at the line of scrimmage and is wrestled down across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice gain of about 9 on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for Neville, and we have approached the second hydration timeout of the ball game. So 6 minutes to go in this one. Neville 16, or in the first half rather. Neville 16, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
Hey, it's Misty Hodge with the Hodge Baruki Group, coming live to you from Bill Rupel Stadium. In real estate, just like in football, you need a winning game plan.
And at the Hodge Baruki Group, we call the plays that get you to the goal line. Buying, selling, or dreaming, let me help you score your home this season. Go Tigers!
A sandwich with soup. No, salad.
With Nuke's Pick 3, satisfy all your cravings. Sandwich salad soup, sandwich soup mac, sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Such possibilities from $12.99. Nuke's, extra with every bite.
Taco Bandito. I cook it and service it speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Neville Tigers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown and Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, go Tigers!
We welcome you back into the Family Solutions broadcast booth here from St. Thomas More High School in Lafayette, Louisiana. Tigers come off the hydration timeout with a 2nd down and 1. Robinson looking to pass.
There he is. Throw it to the back.
The back's wide open, and he finally gets it out there to him as Caston has it and wiggles his way forward to the 42. And Robert was like, "Go to the back.
Well,
Let's get the first down."
We ran some deep routes, and the back leaked out in the flat, and nobody covered him. And if we got it to him early, he had a big-time play. Parker was trying to dissect downfield and did a good job getting it to the back and getting the first down.
Nice protection, play action, and the ball is complete as Desi Bird has it across the St. Thomas More 35 down to about the 32-yard line. That's where they'll spot the football. The Tigers with another sonic drive in on North 18th Street. First down. You see this on the Creed and Creed replay. There is a flag at the end of it. It looks like it might be a horse collar tackle as we watch the Creed and Creed replay. Bird gets down, and then, they grab him by the back of the neck, and that's going to tack on a few more yards to the end of that play. The ball now placed inside the J. Papa's red zone at the 17-yard line of St. Thomas More. And remember, this drive started at the Neville 8-yard line after the punt by Bro. Caston bounces it outside, and he's going to get a couple. Maybe get to the 15. No, they're going to say the 16. So a gain of 1 on first down. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and we got to get some better effort out of our receivers down here. They're young. It's a freshman and a sophomore. But just because it's a running play, you got to go. You got to go block. Yeah, you go to the ball, go block. You're running back may break loose, and you be there to make a block that scores him rather than just getting 4 yards.
Yep. All right, 2nd down and 9. They hand it to Caston again, and he's finding it a little tougher. And they say He's going to push it forward for another yard to the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 8 now for the Tigers. Caston was able to find a couple of seams in that Cougar defense early in this drive. He's been the feature back here on this one. They give Blackston a rest. 3rd down and 8. Robinson looking for Caston, and Caston can't hold on to it as just a little too hot for 29 out of the backfield, but he
got to come up with that catch. You know, it was
get at least some positive yardage right there. But as it stands, they're going to place the tee at the 22-yard line. This is going to be a 32-yard attempt for Rex Parker. Ball's in the middle of the field.
He's got the leg to do it for sure.
Rick Sugar to hold, Davis Shelby to snap. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So the Tigers turned away from points, and St. Thomas More will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, you hate to see a drive like that and end up with no points there. You know, we got down here and sputtered. We hit a big over route to Desi Bird to get us inside the 20
got a penalty.
after the penalty. And you know, we just kind of sputtered. You know, you get inside the red zone and it gets difficult. Things get tight. Got to get creative down there in the red zone and figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, media timeout here as the streaming guys have got it. We're going to take a 30-second timeout as well. 4:17 remaining in the second quarter. Neville 16, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Well, Robert, it's the Tigers can't come up with points on that last drive, and now St. Thomas More has it, and Bergeron has it complete to the near sideline as Bro hops over a receiver and is finally put out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. Max Carter, and I believe that was Jacoby Collins in here as we watch it on the Creed and Creed replay here. A nice job by Bro trying to get in on to get a little extra yards. Bergeron with the shovel pass. He's got it complete into the interior, and that's, was that 36 on the carry, crosses the 50 into Neville territory at the 46. So
38, that was 38.
He's got
38.
Came
Alex
back
Mann,
21 down.
Yeah, that's right. Last week they came back and produced a win against Acadiana.
Bergeron looking to throw again. He's got a man across the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Max Carter. It was lofted up. The St. Thomas More fans are looking for a flag as Bro goes down at the top of that route.
Yeah, good coverage right there. It looked like their feet got tangled up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here
on the replay. And
I mean, we got to come up with that ball right there, Max. It was close. It's good effort right there.
Good effort. 2nd down and 10 for St. Thomas More. They're looking for the swing pass, and they throw it, and that ball is nowhere near it. There's Juju sitting out there almost baiting him to throw that football. He was looking for number 6, Blake Kaye, and if he doesn't throw that ball where he threw it, it might have been a pick 6.
Yeah. Neville did a good job right there of covering the routes. They ran double slants and then had an out route, and Juju did a good job sitting in the flat. He was going to be there to make the play.
Clock stop, 3:41, 3rd down and 10. They're going to do the delay handoff. Melanson has it, and he's going to get forward for about 4 yards, and it's going to make it 4th down and 6 for the Cougs. Offense is going to stay out there. They swap out a few players, and now they bring them back off. So 4th down and 6. I think St. Thomas More has all 3 of their timeouts. 3:12 to go and counting. move Bro in motion. They're looking for him, and they had a blown coverage as they tried a little pick play to slip Kaye out, and it's overthrown, and the Tigers dodge a bullet there and take over on downs at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's wide open, and looked like our corner and our safety, Jaden Reed, they had a miss-up.
Well, it wasn't a pick. It wasn't a pick. It's
no.
Jones and yeah.
It was a communication
error.
Yeah.
Because we can watch it once again here on this Creed and Creed replay as there's no safety help.
Well, one was playing man and one was playing zone, it looked like, and we got to get on the right page.
Well, like I said, Tigers dodge a bullet. Now they've got 3 minutes and 4 seconds in the football at their own 42-yard line. First down and 10. That's Caston, remains in the backfield next to Parker Robinson. Parker, play action, rolls to his left. He's looking to throw, and that ball is incomplete. He was looking for Desi Bird. Throw was a little bit low. The only person that had a chance to catch that one was Landon Ortiz, number 1.
We didn't have anybody in the flat there, and you'd like to have an over route or something coming across to give Parker a chance to dump the ball off.
Second down and 10 for the Tigers. 2:58 remaining here in this first half. You remember the Tigers took the opening kickoff, promptly fumbled it away on the second play, but still remained to keep the Cougars off the board. Robinson has it complete out to Zaylin Young across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a nice pickup on second down. It's going to make it third down and short. Third down and 1.
Yeah, offensive line's got to go to work right here.
Get the yard.
Or get the mismatch right here with Zaylin.
They turn, hand it to Caston, and he makes a move. Squirts his way through the middle of the field, and he will have the Sonic drive in on North 18th Street first down. Tigers move the chains. Ball's at the St. Thomas More 46, and Tigers going again, play action, looking for the deep ball, and the ball is incomplete. A diving stop or a diving attempt by Ortiz, and Zaylin Young is down as he took a hard hit on the turf, but it looks like he's just shooken up on the play. Let's look here on the Creed and Creed replay, but now Young is down as we watch this replay, and he just kind of got crossed up and looks like he just hit the turf.
Yeah, he hit
hard.
the turf on his back. He probably may have knocked the wind out of him or gave him a little stinger on the lower back. Got to get up and shake it off. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
As they check on him, second down and 10, and that'll give us some time to check in with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Jason Ewing. Jason, man, this Tiger defense still standing up to the St. Thomas More pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they have perfected the bend, don't break fits. Yeah, they give up the big play, but they stiffen when it matters and got the ball back.
Good news is the Neville crowd applauds Zaylin Young as he trots off the field under his own power. So Zaylin is out for this play. Caston in the backfield next to Parker Robinson. The Tigers have 2 receivers to the far side. Is that 2 back there? That's Isaac Cleveland at the top of your screen. Desi Bird and then Reaper here early. They're going to throw it out. That's Desi Bird, who's got it close to a Tiger first down. They're going to say he's down a yard shy at the 38-yard line. Maybe 2 yards shy. Okay, so third down and 2 as the Tigers moving quick once again. Now flag. I think the Tigers move quick. Yeah, the running back was moved a little bit early. Well, that'll back it up 5 yards, and it'll make it third down and 7 for the Tigers. 2:12 remaining in this second quarter. Tigers leading 16-0. We don't have, coming up at halftime, I'd say we do Tiger beat, but I don't think we've got it. So here we go. Yeah, It was definitely we moved early. Now the St. Thomas More Cougar faithful comes up, and we moved again, and no flag, and they've got it complete out to Reaper at the 45-yard line. That's going to give the Tigers a sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down.
If we didn't move early, you can. We moved early.
Definitely moved early.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, are the sideline for St. Thomas More was frustrated. There's the little swing pass. That's Caston. He's going to be wrestled down after he picks up that sonic drive-in first down across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Tigers move the chains. Minute 40 to go. The clock will start back when they set the chains. Now another flag.
Yeah,
we got to kind of maybe slow down just a little bit.
And I don't know, our receivers are seeing Parker clap, and the ball is a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
After Parker claps, our receivers
got to
hold their water. They got to look at the ball, not Parker on the snap.
Here it is on the Creed and Creed replay.
See, snaps, and then there's no ball.
Yeah.
It's tough on a receiver. They're trying to go, but you got to watch the ball. You can't listen. And you can't watch the quarterback's hand.
1st and 15 for the Tigers. Robinson looking to pass. He's just going to throw that football away. He's hit at the end of that play. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Pocket just collapsed on him pretty quick.
Yeah, and he had a man in the flat right there and threw it away. So no intentional grounding.
Clock stopped at minute 23 to go.
St. Thomas More has gone to a double safety look, so you got to be able to run the football when they're showing you two safeties.
Robinson looking to pass, steps up in the pocket. He's got a man in the seam, and no, it was almost picked off as 26.
Yeah.
That's Nick Taylor. Kind of came out of nowhere. I think he was looking.
That was the corner right there that came off.
That was Desi Bird. As, we haven't seen Zaylen come back in the football game. You got Bird.
He's out here.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's there at the top of the screen. Okay, sorry. Good to see him back out there. 3rd down and 15. Parker flush from the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 39-yard line. That was 90. Was it 96 who got him, or no? It was 40 who came in with the sack. That's William Hawkins.
Let's see. Yep. He just beat our running back right there. Parker, he took a shot on his shoulder. He fell, on the turf, and it looked like the linebacker fell on top of him. So hopefully he's okay. They'll get him tended to over there on the sideline.
Timeout taken by St. Thomas More to preserve the 1:07 left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back on the other side with more Neville Tiger football.
Tony Ball, Rufino, B. Forlet, Angel Architects, Southern, OBGYN, Baldwin, Ready Mix, Pizza Village.
It's about tradition,
go ahead.
value, and community.
Go ahead.
We're Creed and Creed, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here, we worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community. That's Creed and Creed. If you've been injured in an accident, call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving this great community for over 25 years.
All right, back we come to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Brian Alvernia has the punt away, and it's going to bound inside the 5 and going to roll into the end zone. The Tiger coverage team couldn't find it. And St. Thomas More will have it with 1 minute remaining here in the quarter number 2. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, defense has got to continue to do their job. Let's don't give up points right here before half. It's a minute left.
Yeah,
you go
that happened last week.
It happened last week. It was 6-0. We gave up a touchdown. They were wanting to concede and go into half. They busted a big run, and then we got a penalty, and they scored, made it 12-0. So let's do our job right here and go into half with the lead, 16-0.
Bergeron with 2 receivers to either side. I believe that's Melanson in the backfield next to him. They give it to Melanson. He runs forward for about 4 yards. Going Going to be 2nd down and 6. The Cougs have a couple of timeouts left. They don't choose to use one here. Here's a 2nd down play as they're obviously running quick. Bergeron looking to his left, throws it, and has it caught and out of bounds is Bro. He's got a 1st down for St. Thomas More out to the 34-yard line. Tigers playing a little soft out there.
Yeah,
underneath.
We're losing Bro in the flat right there. I mean, he's wide open. We've got to
move him around a lot.
Yeah. Well, and I understand we're trying to keep everything in front of us here, being that it's 38 seconds left.
1st and 10. Bergeron looking to throw, and he's behind the intended receiver. Max Carter couldn't quite come up with it as it fell to the turf. That was number 6.
Yeah, and had him open on the seam route right here. If he hits him, it's a play. Bended it in there, and the quarterback, Bergeron, just threw it behind him. Almost created an interception there for the Tigers.
Clock stopped with 33 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10 for St. Thomas More. Bergeron calls for the football. He has it. Looking to throw, looking to his right. He's got a man to that far sideline, overthrows him. I believe that was number 3. No, that was number 9 out there. Rafi Tamarillo.
Again, ran the corner out right there, and he's a good throw. That's a big play there on the other side of the 50. So, lucky break there for the Tigers.
Clock stopped with 28 seconds. 3rd down and 10 now for St. Thomas More. There's the snap. Bergeron tosses it to Melanson, and he's going to be tackled short of the 1st down at the 40. Gain of 6 there on 3rd down, but it's going to be 4th down and 4 for St. Thomas More, and they might just let the clock run down as we're at 10, 9, 8, 7. They might call a timeout and take a shot. Nope, they're going to let it go all the way down. That's going to do it. We've played a half of football. The Tigers lead St. Thomas More 16-0. We hope we can get Coach Collins for some halftime comments as we await that. I think they're going to – no, he's got to do the your view, Coach. And I don't know how that works. We can do the St. Thomas More coach. All right, Jason, we'll see if he can't get in there and do that. Was that maybe what Jason was trying to tell us, was that he's got to do this other service deal. But Jason, what you got? Where is Jason?
He's right behind Coach.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, they got to go first.
Looks like they're having issues with their mic as well. He's got Coach Collins. He doesn't look too happy to.
Yeah, well, hey, just give him. Coach Collins is going to be happy. He's up 16-0 at halftime, and
he's ready to get to his team.
As we await this. This is one of the deals. When you have broadcasting and things like that, you don't really know the rules that you're rolling into. And when we've got a home broadcast and everything else, and I appreciate not being able to stream things live and all that jazz, but I don't know if we even signed anything. But anyway, let's maybe quickly get Coach with Jason. He's not going to do it. He's done. Yeah. He's getting to his team. So no talk from Coach Collins. It's halftime here at St. Thomas More. It looks like the Bengal Bells are going to perform here as we'll kind of keep it here as we get into the Jim Taylor halftime report.
Senior Lieutenant Kayla Anderson. Senior Lieutenant Kayla Gordon.
We'll give you the Bengal Bells, but we're going to talk about things here in the first half. I think we've got some stats here presented by Net Tech Managed IT Services. For the Tigers, 232 yards total, 48 on the ground, 184 through the air. They ran 49 total plays, and then 5 for 11 on third down. The Tigers have been penalized 6 times for 49 yards. Parker, 13 for 23 for 184 and a touchdown. Tigers led on the ground by Jarvis Blackston. Actually, it's by Caston. Trey Caston, 6 carries for 47. Blackston added 14 carries for 35 yards. Zaylen Young leads all receivers, 7 catches for 115 yards and that touchdown. Conversely, St. Thomas More, 69 total yards, which is Got a crazy stat. Defense playing well tonight. They had -1 yards on the ground, and passing yards were only 70. Bergeron 6 for 22 for 70 yards and a pick. They've run 34 total plays. They're 1 of 9 on third down, and they've turned the ball over 3 times. Bro is the leading receiver for St. Thomas More, 3 catches for 41 yards, and Melanson on the ground 6 for 19. But you had that -1 rushing yards, a little bit of a misnomer because of the bad snaps.
Yeah.
But either way, it's been a pretty good half for the Tigers defensively.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, Tigers had 8 drives defensively right there in the first half, and St. Thomas More missed a field goal to start the game, and then we created a safety, a punt, we got an interception, a punt, a turnover on downs, and then they ran 4 or 5 plays right there before half. So really, really good job there by the Tiger defense. Neville, we had, I believe, 7 drives. We had the 2-play fumble to start the game off. We didn't start fast. Second drive, we scored on a touchdown on 4th down.
That was a 13-play, 80-yard drive.
Third drive, we had a 3-and-out after a bad snap. 4th drive, a punt. 5th drive, a turnover on downs. 6th drive, we had a touchdown to Zaylen. And then 7th drive, we had a great long drive from our 8-yard line. And got down here and sputtered and missed a field goal there right, our last drive of the first half. So, got to come out second half and play football. We got to continue doing what we do on defense. You got to expect St. Thomas More to make some adjustments offensively.
They've had some open receivers.
Yeah,
they've had some open plays.
Yep.
They just hadn't been able to connect. Bergeron's been high for most of the night. If he makes any adjustments, it could be an issue for that Tiger defense going into the second half.
That's right, and we have not pressured Bergeron either. He's done a great job of getting the ball out of his hand, and I think that's kind of part of the scheme tonight is, hey, if it's not there, let's throw it away and live another down. Let's don't take a sack. So, fortunately, they've had some bad snaps that we've been able to take advantage of defensively, and then offensively we got to come out, let's run the football, we did a better job as the quarter went on, first quarter, and then into the second quarter, started operating the offense, and let's finish this thing out and
take care of business in the second half.
Go back home.
All right, folks, we are in the Jim Taylor halftime show. We're going to take a big break here, 4-minute break. When we come back, we will have scores from around the area, so stay tuned for that. Your score at halftime, Neville 16, St. Thomas More nothing. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Stay with us.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples & Robinson Orthodontics.
Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknedla.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Neely Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, we bring our A-game every day, delivering a home run experience for you, like the thrill of sinking the game-winning shot or finding just the right vehicle for you. Whatever drives you when you shop with Jim Taylor, we put you in the starting lineup. Visit us online at jimtaylorbuickgmc.com or in Monroe, where we are professional grade, and we never stop working for you.
Welcome back here to the Jim Taylor halftime show. Your Neville Tigers leading the St. Thomas More Cougars 16-0. We go over some halftime scores. Cedar Creek leading Glenbrook 16-0 at the half. A good one in West Monroe. They're taking on the Catholic Bears. They're all tied up at 14 in West Monroe. Faraday leading Delhi Charter 30-0. Calvary Baptist taking on Darbone Woods. It's 30-0. Calvary Baptist. Iway leading Wassman 28-0. The OCS Eagles leading Madison Parish 45-0. Ouachita Parish leading Port Gibson. Homecoming on Mill Havens 29-0. Green Oaks leading Union in the second. It's 8-0. And Carroll leading General Trask. Homecoming on Renwick. It's 28-18. There in the second quarter. Some other scores from around the state. The Airline Vikings leading the Evangel Eagles 28-14. They're in the third quarter of play. Halton leading Huntington 21-14 at half. North DeSoto leading Northwood of Shreveport 24-14. They're at half. Parkway leading Natchitoches Central 48-27 at half. Heading to Central Louisiana, the Ash Trojans leading Opelousas 38-6 at the half. Leesville and Pineville in a battle. It's tied all 14 there at halftime in Pineville. The Gina Giants leading Winfield 36-14 there at the half. Let's see what else we got here. Karen Crow and Barb in a battle. It's 35-21. Karen Crow at the half there. Over here in the Lafayette area, Sterling Catholic Rebels leading Westgate 21-0 at half. And then the Central Wildcats, they're leading Cecilia 25-7 there at halftime. Live Oak leading Walker 22-10. They're in the third quarter of play. St. Amant leading Scotlandville 14-0 there at the half. Let's see. Touchdown leading Prairieville 13-7. Second quarter of play there. Heading down North Shore area. What's that, Stewart? Oh, yeah. That's a good score, too. Yeah. Hannon leading Covington Christian 12-0. We're going to head to a break. 2 minute break. 2 minute break, yeah. We'll be right back.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver's spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Arklamists with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Back as we are about to wrap up the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show, and Tigers stretching over there on the far sideline. The St. Thomas More Cougars have just emerged from their field house to get loosened up as well. They added a few minutes to this halftime. Shows about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and our NetTech Managed IT Service statistician just said, we were going over the rushing yards at -1 for St. Thomas More. He said if you take away the bad snaps, they had 34 yards on the ground, and still that's an impressive number for that Tiger defense. It would still have basically right at about 100 yards of total offense if you take away the bad snaps from St. Thomas More. And St. Thomas More now coming to their sideline as we're about to get underway here in the second half of play. And as we get ready to get started for that, tonight's third quarter is brought to you by Taco Bandito. Fuel your drive with the bold flavors at Taco Bandito. They got locations in Monroe and West Monroe. I stopped by there and got my go-to order. What's your go-to order at Taco Bandito?
Oh, it depends on the day.
I'm a 2 soft taco supremes and a super burrito.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy. It's either hard taco, meat and cheese only, not just one. Obviously.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then soft taco, meat and cheese. But it depends on the day of which. Like
if
maybe,
you're going hard or soft?
Yeah, 4 hard and 2 soft, or it depends on the day.
Yeah.
But and it's daytime or not, if it's lunch, and maybe a little less.
And the it's kind of like the one that's hiding from you for Taco Bandito is the personal 7-layer
don't bring it to my house for a football game.
No,
it would get annihilated.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can get like the small one for lunch. And then just to.
And they used to serve it, and it was the big plate. Like
you used to get the plate. I've got 1,000 of those plates
that was
at
an
the house.
added bonus, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
you didn't have to return it. You felt like
we'll
you
have to
did,
talk to
but
Tyler Moses about that. To
bring the
plates
plate back. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We're just about ready to kick things off. The Tigers will be kicking it away to start the second half. It'll be the St. Thomas More Cougars who won the toss and deferred to the second half. And Robert, anything that stands out to you what the Tigers need to do to kind of finish this thing off here?
Yeah, just be more efficient on offense and finish. You know, Zaylen had, what did he have, 114, 117 yards. So
that's right.
We're doing good things in the passing game. Parker's got a good percentage. We hadn't turned the ball over in the air yet.
Yeah.
We had a fumble to start the game. So let's protect the football, and defense is coming out right here. Let's get a stop, get the ball back, and we got to find a way to put the ball in the end zone once we get in the red zone.
Yeah.
We missed a field goal, and I think we had another maybe a turnover on downs after a bad snap.
Yeah, that's right.
So finish drives with points, and defense keep doing their job.
Well, we appreciate everybody that's joining us here on Sunny 98.3. And don't forget that when this is over, we will have the live video, the full production, available to you on our YouTube channel. Just search for Neville Tiger Network there on YouTube. The River Sorrell has it teed up on the far hash. The Cougs have 3 men deep to receive, and here is Sorrell. This ball's going to be returned. I think that is 17 from about the 4, and he's got a little lane. He stiff arms a man, and he's still on his feet. He's at the 50, the 40. He's one man to beat, and he's not going to beat him. That's KJ Jones, who is shaking up. That's KJ shaking up as a big return for the Cougs sets them up. That's Kyle Gio.
Yeah,
all the way down.
Got a man down here on this side, Tiger.
There's another Tiger down around the 40. Okay, so Jones is up and trots back out there. And I don't see the number on the young man that's here on the near side 40-yard line. And I just had it. We will check the number as the trainers are over here. And there was just a you talked about,
that's 11.
That's Greg Smith, yeah, and that's one of your corners. As he was shaking up on the play, it looks to be like he's walking off under his own power, and he might have just gotten spun around and.
Yeah, maybe be an ankle.
He looks like he's
walking okay.
So.
Yeah, not how you wanted to start. Give up a big play on special teams right there. Defense has been playing good. This is going to give St. Thomas More great field position, starting on the 20. The 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's in
the J. Papa's red zone, but it's not for Neville. So,
but best starting field position of the night for the Cougs by a couple of yards. Obviously, they had it at around the 24 after the fumble. But Bergeron has Melanson in the backfield. He's going to look to throw. Throws the out, and it's going to be incomplete as Bro couldn't hold on to it on that far sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for St. Thomas More.
Yeah, and we're playing such soft coverage right there. I mean, that's wide open. Just ran the out route. Just a bad throw right there. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Remember that starting corner Smith was banged up on that kickoff. Yep. So let's see the new corner on that far sideline. Bergeron. They've dropped the football, and the ball's still on the ground, and no Bergeron. That's Melanson. Was able to scoop it up. Loss of 4 on the play, back to the 24-yard line. You see this on it was on the exchange, and he couldn't come up with it. And so that'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd down and 14 now for St. Thomas More.
Yeah, and that's happened a lot tonight.
Yeah,
either a bad snap or
bad exchange.
Late
snap, and
he's
now
down.
they hit him in the backfield when thought his knee might have been down. That's Juju came in and finished off Bergeron, but he's going to lose a couple of more back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 16. His knee was down back around the 30, but White Hat didn't blow it dead. But it'll be 4th down and 16 for St. Thomas More. They trail Neville 16-0. And the offense stays out on the field. Look for 4. He's at the top of your screen. New corner on him for the Tigers. Bergeron is looking that way, looking, and there he is in the middle of the field, and they're trying to throw it down. They've got Bro complete. The ball comes out, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think Bro's, he may be shaken up.
Is down around the 4. They had it caught, and Bergeron was directing traffic down there. We'll watch it here on the Creed and Creed replay, but, they just found the soft spot in that defense and in the Tiger defense, and they had it complete. Bro fumbled it around the 5, and it goes out of bounds at around the 10. They're going to say the 11. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They have it in the J. Papa's red zone from the Neville 11. They're looking. The throw is high. It was intended for Blake Kaye.
I don't know how that was a 1st down because the ball went out of bounds behind the marker.
Because he had possession past the 1st down, and then he lost possession behind it.
So the ball should be marked down where that went out of bounds, which is what they did, and it was behind the 1st down marker.
I don't know.
I think that's a good point, but that ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage as Bergeron, his pass, I didn't see who got a hand on it. KJ Jones was trying to swat it up. But I believe, let's see here on the Creed and Creed replay, that's, who's that coming in there? Is that Fobbs? Yeah, I think that was Fobbs. Ball was possessed past the 1st down marker and then loss of possession. They never lost possession.
No, the ball just went out of bounds.
Just went out of bounds at the 11. So, anyway, Bergeron spins out, and he's going to throw back to Melanson, and he's going to be in for the score. Unless they say he's out of bounds. No, they did not. It's an 11-yard touchdown throw and catch, and one of the DBs was just kind of got lost in the block.
Yep.
And I think that is Smith. I think I see Greg Smith back out there, but they had a big number 79 out there leading the screen, and he just tucked in behind him. And the Cougs are on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, did a good job of converting on 4th down and ran a kind of a little bit of a trickery right there with the screen.
Throwback
screen and got the ball in the end zone.
Cougars going to go for 2 here. Ball's at the left hash. Now they're going to blow this one dead. That's going to be a false start against St. Thomas More. It'll back them up 5 yards. Let's see if they'll still go for 2. 10:04 remaining here in the 3rd. The big kickoff return from Kyle Guillot got it down to around the 20-yard line, and the Cougars have finally punched it in. Offense does remain out there. Ball is now at the 7-yard line for this 2-point attempt. Bergeron puts Guillot in motion to the right. Looking across the middle, and that ball is going to be incomplete. He was looking for number 20, Jared Koischer. So the 2-point conversion is no good. It's 16-6 Neville, 10:04 remaining in the 3rd. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
At Nukes, Southern hospitality runs deep. From premium ingredients to bold flavors and big portions, like our strawberry field salad for $9.29. Or try our new steak lineup. It's comfort with character. Nukes, extra with every bite.
Taco Bandito. Our cooking and service is speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
All right, welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. It's going to be Tyler Deal set to kick it off. This one might be returnable, as I think that's Newbill is going to take it from the goal line, and he's got it out to the 20-yard line, and he'll be tackled there, and the Tigers will take over with their first offensive possession of the second half right there.
Yeah, Neville's offense got to start, right where we left off in the second half, running the football. What we saw late in the second half, we had success throwing the ball. St. Thomas More started playing with two deep safeties to try to take away, the pass. And if they do that, they bring a guy out of the box, and you got to be able to run the football when they've got too high.
You got two receivers split out wide to the near side. That's Reaper and Desi Bird. Two tight ends for, actually just one. That's going to be Zaylen Young. That right halfback spot, they're going to turn, hand it. That's Caston who has it. He bounces it outside, gets to the corner, and is out of bounds at around the 20, they're going to say the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down. It'll be second down and 5 for Neville.
Yeah, good job by Caston. The play was going away from us. It was hard to tell exactly what happened, but he bounced it outside and was able to get positive yards there on first down.
Maybe you have to check with Jason on Blackston. Play action, and that was the read option right there. He's got Bird complete. That is Robinson to Bird, and he's got the first down out to the 35-yard line of Neville. That'll move the chains and bring the Sonic Tater Tot across our screen. You'll be able to see it later when we post this. But first and 10 for the Tigers. And I was going to say, check in with Jason and check on Jarvis Blackston to see if he's just getting a little rest or they're going with the hot hand. They hand the ball to Caston. He makes the move behind the line of scrimmage, and he's out to the 40. That'll be a gain of 5, and
Blackston's fine.
Blackston's fine.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Okay,
good.
good.
He's over here.
Good. All right. Second down and 5 for the Tigers. Play action, looking for the comeback route, and it's complete. Zaylen Young's got it across the 50 to the St. Thomas More 47, and that'll move the chains with another Sonic drive-in first down.
Yeah, and you may be able to go all the way down the field right there doing that. I mean, it's soft coverage. They're bailing, and Zaylen does a good job of running the comeback route, and a good catch right there.
Another little option to Bird, as Bird has it complete at the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. Second down and 3. So they're going to say 6. Second down and 4 for the Tigers. Really like these down markers over there.
Yeah,
it tells you how far it is to go. They're going to move Bird across the formation, and now the Tigers are going to call a timeout. Didn't see the play clock on there, but either way, timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. 18 remaining here in the Taco Bandito third quarter. Tigers 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
Well, Robert, as we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth, second down and 4 for the Tigers. The ball is at the St. Thomas More 46-yard line. Tigers trying to answer the score that opened up the second half. Short field score for the Cougars, and they make it 16-6 as they trailed Neville by 10. Now they blow everything in play. Robinson hands the football off. I believe that's Blackston in there. He's not going to have much. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Neville.
Yeah, big play right here. You can't give up the momentum. They get a stop right here, and you get the crowd back in it. It's a 10-point ball game.
You get man-to-man coverage there on Zaylen here on the bottom.
He's running a go.
There he goes. Parker looking for him. He's overthrown him.
Yep.
As he just couldn't get past 26, and there's some jawing between the two. The Tigers get it out across midfield, but drive stalls at the 41. They're going to have to punt it away. Alvernia standing at his own 44-yard line. The snap, a little low. Alvernia gets the kick off, and return man spinning out of a couple tackles, but he runs slap into Dante Matthews. Or no, that's not. That's Jacoby Collins, as Collins flattens him at around the 13-yard line, and that's where St. Thomas More will take over their second offensive possession of the second half.
Yeah, did a good job offensively moving the ball, and we stalled on 3rd and 4, and we throw a fade, trying to hit the mismatch like we did earlier in the game and got a touchdown out of it. You just hate to have a drive stall like that after St. Thomas More scores. Defense has got to come up big right here. Hopefully can get a turnover, get the ball back in our offense's hands.
Ball is placed at the 14-yard line. Bergeron going to roll to his left. He's looking for the quick connection with Bro, and he's got it out across the 20 to the 23. That'll be about a yard shy of that first down marker. Well, they gave him the 24. Wow. Anyway, so that's going to be a first down. Bergeron hands the football off. Jacoby Collins sniffs out that ball carrier. Gain of a couple. Be 2nd down and 8. Or 2nd down and 7, actually. A gain of 3. I think that's 36 in the backfield. Is that Christie? Bergeron finds Bro again, and he's forced out of bounds after a first down at the 38-yard line of St. Thomas.
They're taking advantage of how we're playing our corner. He's playing inside out, and it's very, very soft coverage, and we're giving them the out route. We're going to have to tighten up a little bit and correct that.
Bergeron now rolls out to his right. He's got it complete. That's number 9, and he makes a man miss on the far sideline. He's finally wrestled out of bounds by Juju Burns at the 30-yard line of Neville. And, the Tigers, we talked about it there. Bergeron was kind of off the mark there in the first half. He hadn't been here in the second.
No, throwing it well so far on these 2 drives.
That was number 9 with the catch. Tamarello. Dude, Melançon's gotten loose into the backfield, and then he's leveled. Helmet comes off as Juju Burns tackles him around the 16, but another first down for St. Thomas More, and 6:26 here in quarter number 3, and St. Thomas More, who has come back in a lot of these games to make it ball games there at the end. Ball is going to be just off the fingertips of Bro. They were looking for him in the back corner of the end zone. Couldn't connect. Clock stopped, 6:15 to go.
Really
2nd down and 10.
Really nice throw right there. They just threw the fade in the back of the end zone, and Bro's a big body, and he reached up, and it, fortunately for Neville, went in and out of his hands.
2nd down and 10. The ball is at the Neville 17-yard line. That's 26 in the backfield, not 36. Okay. They delay it. That's 27, and the official was getting in the way. They finally brought him down as 27.
Yeah,
that's Owen Bailey.
They're taking advantage of the rush that Neville has and running the delayed draw, and that was just a gash right there.
It's out of the J. Papa's red zone. 1st down and goal for St. Thomas More. Give it to Melanson there, and nothing going. He's going to lose a yard back to the 6. I believe that was Matthews on the stop for Neville. Or Malik Grayson. So now we've made it to the third quarter. 6-minute hydration timeout. St. Thomas More driving. They trail Neville 16-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
It's about tradition, value, and community. We're Creed and Creed, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here, we worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community. That's Creed and Creed. If you've been injured in an accident, call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving this great community for over 25 years.
Welcome back as St. Thomas More found some life here in the second half. They weren't able to get on the scoreboard in the first half, but they had great field position and poked it in on their first possession. And now, after the Tigers turn over on downs, they're inside the 10 at the Neville 6. The second and goal from there as we come off this hydration timeout here in the third quarter. 5:57 remaining. Neville leading 16-6. There's Bro.
Be nice for a bad snap. You know,
Yeah,
had that in the first
we
half.
had a few of those in the first half, yeah. Melanson back in the backfield is, looks like Bergeron maybe changing the play a little bit. 3 on the play clock. They snap it. Look to the right. And Greg Smith turns around, and that throw is going to be incomplete as the throw was low and inside, and Smith kind of went off of his heel.
Yeah, they trying to throw the fade, and the ball didn't come out good. It was going away from us, but it was well underthrown and wasn't much of a spiral either.
A third down and 6. Third and goal from the 6, rather. The Cougars trying to tack on a touchdown here. If the Tiger defense can keep him out of the end zone. 2 backs now surrounding Bergeron. He's going to throw the inside, little quick slant, and it's high. 9 still, he thinks he's getting interfered with every play, and now they're going to swap out players, and St. Thomas More is going to attempt a short field goal here. They're going to place the tee at around the 13-yard line. This will be a 23-yard attempt for Dills. He missed his first attempt earlier in the football game. Now they're going to move it forward. And now we've got a late addition. 4 on the play clock. The kick is up, and I think he pulled it. That's no good.
Yeah.
It's no good. So the Tiger defense, once again, bends but doesn't break.
Wow.
And no points for the Cougs after that drive. And with 5:46 to go in the third, the Tigers will retake possession of the football at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, so far tonight, both teams, it's lots of mistakes.
Yeah.
It hadn't been a clean game. St. Thomas Moore's missed 2 field goals.
Mm-hmm.
There were chip shots. And
They lost 34 yards on bad snaps.
That's right. And numerous snaps. And same thing with Neville.
Yeah.
Numerous bad snaps and just not a very clean game. Hopefully Neville can get the ball back here. Let's have a long extended drive. There's 5:46 left in the third quarter, and let's put this game away.
Caston in the backfield next to Parker Robinson. Zaylen here in the slot. No, that's Bird in the slot. They're going to hand it to Caston, and he's going to have a yard, and that's it. Second down and 9 coming up for Neville. Looked like he kind of danced a little bit in the backfield.
It's inside zone, and these young backs, they've got to figure out how to be patient, let it develop. There's a lot of reading that goes on in the inside zone running scheme. You got to read the defensive lineman's hats and the backers' hats, and let the play develop.
Second and 9. Play action. They've got to complete to Bird. He's around the left side, and he's going to be tackled inbounds, but enough for a Sonic drive-in first down. That'll move the chains for Neville.
Good job by Bird sitting down. That was RPO. You know, they're reading it, and if the backer comes, you make the throw in the little zone right there, and Bird did a good job of getting the ball and getting the first down.
First down for the Tigers, and they run. They try to get it to Caston, trying to run wide to the right side, and he's tackled for a loss back behind the 30 to around the 28-yard line, and great pursuit there from the Cougars as the receivers right there it's been an issue here tonight. Those receivers have got to get more physical on the linebackers to help spring their running backs, and it looks like they just ran right by a couple of guys. All right, second down and 14. Robinson back to pass. Comeback route. They got Reaper, and they know he's incomplete. He couldn't hold on to it. Couldn't see it behind those St. Thomas More players. So it'll make it 3rd and 14 for Neville. And we'll see what the Tigers can draw up here as the Cougars fans come to their feet. Third and 14, lone back is Caston. He motions out of the backfield. Miscommunication as we're looking here to the near sideline, and Schnett was running.
Yeah, that's the freshman, and you know, he was pushing it up, and the corner bailed, and on that they're trying to read it, and you got to run the comeback right there. But I think Reaper thought he had him in his back pocket, and just miscommunication from the young receiver.
Parker was looking to throw the comeback, and Schnett thought he had the defensive back beat.
Yeah.
And both could be true.
Yep.
Nice punt here from Alvernia. It's going to be taken around the 42 and returned across the 50. That's number 20. And now they're all hollering and looking. They just got tangled up on the near sideline.
Yeah.
I believe that was that Malik who had gotten him on the sideline? Let's see on the Creed and Creed replay. Yeah. No, Malik came in. I was trying to see who made the tackle.
He was trying to get up, and it looked like he was.
Yeah, that was 44. Jacoby made the tackle. So once again, St. Thomas More starts with good field position at the Neville 45-yard line. Tiger offense just can't get going here in the second half.
No, defense is going to have to come up with a play. We got to put pressure on this quarterback. Again, he's done a great job of getting the ball out. Now it hadn't been accurate much tonight.
He hadn't been hit
much. No.
He rolls out to his right. Bergeron has a man and has it complete on that far sideline. Coach Campbell is not happy with his corner on that far sideline. It getting him that much space. So a first down for St. Thomas More to the Neville 28-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a good throw right there by Bergeron. He sprinted out to the right and delivered a nice ball.
This time he's rolling to his left. And it's almost caught as it's off the hands. I believe that was that 26? No, I don't know who that. I can't see.
Yeah, that's 20.
That's 20. That's right, 20. Okay. Yeah, Quasher. And it'll be second down and 10. Clock stop with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the third. It's 20 that's in that. Yeah, I'm going to remember that here in just a minute. Send the running back out into the flat, and they try to throw the little comeback screen to 20. And he can't come down with it.
Yeah, ball was a little high right there, and 20 had just run the deep corner route, and I believe he was a little tired. Juju was right there to make the play if he were to catch it.
Third down and 10 now for St. Thomas More. Started this drive at the 45 of Neville.
Yeah, and they're in four-down territory right here. They're
in between.
They're going to go for it, I imagine, on fourth down.
Bergeron. Kind of a slow snap, and they hand it to 27, who's got it out to the 20. They're going to call it the 23-yard line. So a gain of 5 on third down. It's going to be 4th down and 5 now for the Cougars. They swap out a couple of players. Melanson comes back in for Bailey. And another big 4th down. Tiger fans coming to their feet.
Bad
and
snap.
Another bad snap, and Bergeron's got to fall on it. It's another snap off of Melanson, and the Tigers will take over on downs. Wow.
Wow, the bad snaps have killed.
You can watch it
St.
here on the
Thomas
Creed
More.
and Creed replay as the snap.
It hit the running back.
It's like the running back just steps in front of the quarterback there. And just another miscue by the Cougars offense. And the Tigers will take over at their own 29-yard line. Blackston back in there, running back for the Tigers. Tigers with a tight formation. Ball smack dab in the middle of the field. They're going to hand it to Jarvis. Makes a man miss in the backfield, and he's fighting for yardage, and he gets across the 40-yard line. Tough run from the sophomore. Gain of 11, and that'll be a Sonic drive-in 1st down.
Yeah, good hard run right there by the sophomore. I mean, that was there was not much there, and he did it all on his own.
Tigers moving quick. They hand it to Blackston again, and he's looking for yardage. Fights forward for about 3 out to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 now for Neville. Trying to mix it in with that tempo game. Now Schnepp and Young switch sides of the field. Tigers bunch some receivers to this near sideline. They give it to Blackston again, and there's a flag in there. That's probably going to be a hold against the Tigers. That'll be, if that is, that'll be the first holding call we've seen tonight. And that's what it is. As it's going to back the Tigers up 10 yards. As I'm trying to see it. It might have been. It might have been Hart. They got.
Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't really look egregious. Whatever it is, a couple of bodies were.
It wasn't much of a
down.
hold. The lineman came through the line, begging from the ref for a penalty and got it.
Yeah,
he wasn't held.
All right. So it's 2nd down and 17 now for the Tigers.
Oh.
Now Caston in the backfield.
Thought the defensive tackle may have jumped right there. He must have barely not crossed the line of scrimmage.
They toss it out to Caston, a little swing pass out of the backfield. He's knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Man, it just looks like it's a yard away from being it looks like it should be spotted. But 3rd down nonetheless, 3rd down and 13 now for the Tigers. Clock stopped with 2:18 to go in the 3rd. Tigers lead St. Thomas More by 10. In motion, Caston out of the backfield. Robinson has to step up in the pocket, and it collapses on him. Didn't hold the block there on the right side of the Tiger offensive line, and the Neville Tigers are going to have to punt the football away again.
Yeah, it's just, you can't have penalties and put yourself behind the sticks.
Yep.
And then you got to do a better job up front right there. I mean, I don't know if we even got a hand on the D tackle right there.
Loss of 2 on that sack, 4th and 15. There's the snap and the kick from Alvernia, and the return man's going to have not much of a return as the Tigers corral him after about a 20-yard return. I believe that's Koisher. And Robert, the Tiger defense is back out there. This is kind of what bit the Tigers last week, was offense not being able to sustain some drives and getting a very talented defense kind of winded there at points in that football game against Oak Grove.
Yep. You got to hope that we can bend, not break, and keep playing good football. 1:39 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Bergeron hands it to Melanson. He's got no room to run there in the middle. Gain of 1 to the 40. Second down and 9 upcoming for St. Thomas More.
Yeah, good job there by, I believe, that our defensive ends got up the field, made the tackle.
Snap to Bergeron. They're going to throw there out, and there's Bro, who has it complete on the near sideline. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 48. They're going to be about a yard shy of the first down. They're running Owen Bailey into the backfield. Now Bailey and Melanson on either side of Bergeron. They're going to give it to Melanson. He's going to have the first down. Didn't need much, but he needed a yard, got a yard and a half. That'll move the chains for St. Thomas More. Clock still running as they move the chains, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it. 25 seconds remain here in the third. There's Bro. He's here on this. They're going to throw it, try to throw it deep to him, and
Great
KJ
coverage.
Jones just was right in his grill, turned around and swatted that football away.
Yeah, really good coverage right there. They've been running the out route right there on him because he's got inside leverage, and the corner does. And right there, Neville defender just ran right with him, and it was a good throw. Very, very tight coverage, as you can see on the replay right there. Good job by the Neville corner.
Second down and 10 for the Cougars. This should be the last play of the third quarter. They have a little delayed handoff. I believe that was Melanson. No, that was not. That was going to be, I think that was Bailey. Was it 20? Yep, it was. But that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Folks, we got a good ball game. Stick with us here for the finish here on Sunday 98.3. Tigers 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back after a minute break with more Neville Tiger football. Stay with us.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
We're running the winning play at Sparks Nissan Kia. Whether you're recruiting a car, truck, or SUV, our lineup is stacked with all stars ready to take the field. We're talking championship deals, low down payments, and monthly payments that won't sideline your budget. Ready to make a trade? We'll give you top dollar. That's a win in any playbook. Sparks Nissan Kia, where every drive is a touchdown. We're wishing our Neville Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Start of the fourth quarter here. Neville leading St. Thomas More 16-6, and St. Thomas More has the football. They flip sides of the field. Now St. Thomas More will be going from our left to right. Ball is at the Neville 47-yard line. St. Thomas More facing a 3rd down and 8. Looks like should be a 3rd down and 7, but the yard marker says 8 over there. Either way, Tiger defense been out there a lot here in this second half. They're trying to make another stand here. Just joining us, St. Thomas More has missed 2 field goals here tonight. One was a shorter one just here just a minute ago in the third quarter. Bergeron has a snap, rolls to his right, looking for Bro again, and it's off the mark. It's going to be 4th down and 7. St. Thomas More not switching out players. They're on the Neville side of the field, and the Tigers are going to have to play defense for at least one more down. I don't know if they might try a hard count here to see if they can get the Tigers to jump.
Yeah, they're running out of time, running out of possession. So,
I don't know if they can keep it going here. All right. Well, here's a 4th down play. Tiger fans rising up. Bro kind of trying to hide. The Tigers bring the blitz. They can't get to him, and Bergeron throws, and it is complete to 20 down to around the 30-yard line as Quosher makes the juggling catch at the 30-yard line. Just kind of got lost in the secondary as Bergeron broke out of the pocket. First down, another fourth down conversion for the Cougars. That's their second fourth down conversion on the second half. They're going to throw that fade to the far sideline, and it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. He said it was a catch.
The ball came out. They're going to say he caught it. See here on the Creed and Creed replay. A great throw.
Yeah, he caught it, and then it came out after.
After he slid. Yeah. So it's 1st and goal as St. Thomas More enters the J. Papa's red zone. Ball's at the 6-yard line. As a defense, you have 4th and long. That's 2 fourth and longs that have been converted.
It's a will to win. You got to figure out how to make the play.
Bergeron looks, throws to his right, and it's going to be caught. Bro finally has one as the lights flash here at St. Thomas More. The good throw is a good catch, and the Cougs have cut it to 4 as we await the extra point. We got a different kicker. Is that?
Yeah, left-footed kicker.
Left-footed kicker. Let's see, 33. This is Jack Cowan to attempt the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is up. The kick is good. 11:20 remaining in this one. The Cougs have made it a 3-point ball game. Neville leads it 16-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
Well, it was all Neville in the first half, and it's been all St. Thomas More here in the second half as the Tigers are clinging to a 16-13 lead. Here's the kick from Deals, and that's going to get into the end zone and for a touchback. The Tiger offense needs to wake up a little bit here in the second half.
Yep, got to come out here and compete. You got a good game on the road. Got a chance to win it.
Environment.
Yeah. It's 11-20 here in the fourth quarter. This is what you like. It's expected,
And this has been the MO of the St. Thomas More team. Hang around, come
hard.
back, and they play hard. They keep playing hard. You're going to have to put them away.
Yep.
And that's what the Tigers will try to do here on this drive with 11:20 remaining in the fourth. Caston, the running back. Robinson looks to the sideline. He's got the call. Robinson looks to throw. He's got Zealand Young on the little inside route, and he curls it around. He's going to be close to the first down. They're going to say he's going to be a yard shy, gain of 9 on first down. Be 2nd down and 1 for the Tigers. Nice little play call. Zealand was looking for a block there at the end of that one. They're going to turn. They're going to hand the ball to Caston, and he's got the sonic drive in first down. He forward. It looks like he got to the 35, and it's the 34.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it seems as though every spot is about a yard shy of where I think it's supposed to be. Either way, it's a first down for the Tigers from their own 34-yard line. Caston remains in the backfield. Zealand Young, the receiver, to the top of the field. And they give it to Caston, and he weaves his way forward, and he's going to be down at around the 42-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2 upcoming.
Yeah, good patient run right there by Caston. He let the play develop, made a little jump cut, and stuck his foot in the ground and got upfield and got positive yards there on first down, bringing up about 2nd and 2.
Tigers going to try to milk some clock here. Snap it with 10 on the play clock. They give it to Caston again, and he spins out of a tackle at the 46. He's across midfield down to the St. Thomas More 47-yard line. Another Stonic drive in on North 18th Street first down. I like to see that.
Yeah,
he's got these big bodies. You're going to have to start leaning on this undersized defensive line of St. Thomas More.
Yeah, really nifty run right there again. He's using his speed and the jump cuts just like you're supposed to do on the inside zone.
First and 10 for Neville. We're trying to answer that last touchdown for St. Thomas More. We're going to give it to Casson again, and he's stopped in the backfield. Loss of a couple. He's second down and 12, and just the left side of that offensive line.
Yeah, our center missed the back block right there, and let the defensive tackle just come free. You can see it here on the replay. He just swam him, and there he is to make the tackle.
Yeah. Second and 12 now for the Tigers. Eight on the play clock. There's the snap. Play action. He got it complete to Zaylen. Fighting for yardage, and he's finally going to be wrestled down around the 44-yard line. Decent gain there on second down. Well, about 3. It's going to be third down and 7.
Yeah, and the crowd's into it. They're up on their feet. Big third down here for the Tigers.
Third and 7 from the St. Thomas More 44-yard line. Play clock under 10. They got the play in. Play clock at 5. Got to snap at 3. There it is. Parker has it to Bird. He breaks a tackle, and he's still up. He's going to be at the first down marker.
It's going to be close.
That's going to be close. I think he's got it. He needed to get to the 40. What is that? The 38-yard line. They're going to say
he's short.
He's short. We'll see this here on the Creed and Creed replay here in our Family Solutions broadcast booth. Need to get to the 38, and he was to the 37.
Yeah, he was close.
He was right in the middle. It looked like he was right at it. There is a St. Thomas More player down. We'll see where they spot this football. They spot it right at the 38. I mean, I was about if you're looking at the replay here, it's about a yard shy of what Bird got. But it's still a 4th and 1 upcoming as they tend to the player who's down. Don't have his number. We'll see. I think the Tigers are going to keep that offense out there on the field to try to get this yard. I mean, not only you want to keep the drive alive, but also the clock can become a factor here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, got to keep the ball and keep the drive going. You know, St. Thomas More has converted some fourth downs, 4th and longs. This one's 4th and short. Got to be able to get it in games like this.
Jason, I mean, this atmosphere, the St. Thomas More fans know what's going on here. It's a big football game for them.
The ball game, the whole entire game. I mean, the fans are stacked in there, and they're loud, and you can hear them on this sideline.
Well, that was Tristan Clock, number 40, who was the injured Cougar, but he got up and off on his own power. Blackston comes in at running back for the Tigers. They split 3 to the far side. Big 4th and 1 play right here. Tigers snap it. They're going to give it to Blackston, and he's going to have the first down. He barrels his way across the 35 down to the 33-yard line, and that is a sonic drive-in on North 18th Street first down.
Yeah, good run there by Blackston. That's who you want to have running the football right there on 4th and short. 22, he's going to fall forward, and he's a big, strong sophomore running back, and did a good job there of getting the first down.
Clock running, 7:10 remaining in this football game. Tigers trying to add to this 16-13 lead. They hand it to Blackston again, and he's going to be ridden down from behind after a short gain. He might have gotten 2. And he'd spotted, actually, I said the 33, it was at the 34. And now they look like he got to the 32, and now it's spotted at the 33. Okay, gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and had a backer run through right there. You know, you got to be able to work your double teams up to the backer and make the block.
Pull Bird and hand the ball to Blackston. Blackston rumbles forward for a few, out to the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 5 now for the Tigers, and the Tigers need a few to keep this drive alive as we approach. They're going to take it probably to the 6-minute mark. We've got the hydration timeout coming, and the Tigers aren't going to snap this football. They don't have to. And there it is. 6 minutes remain in this one. We've reached the final hydration timeout, I believe, of the year here. So we'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football. Stay with us.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds. From local classrooms to high school athletics and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Misty Hodge with the Hodge Baruki Group, coming live to you from Bill Ruppel Stadium. In real estate, just like in football, you need a winning game plan.
And at the Hodge Baruki Group, we call the plays that get you to the goal line. Buying, selling, or dreaming, let me help you score your home this season. Go Tigers!
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Neville Tigers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, go Tigers!
Tigers break the huddle after the hydration timeout. It's Neville 16, St. Thomas More 13 with 6 minutes to go in this one. Tigers facing a 3rd and 5 from the St. Thomas More 27. Getting out there to Reaper, and he is going to be tackled right at the first down marker. And I think they're going to say they're going to move the chains. He had to get to the 24.
They got a man down for St. Thomas More.
There's a man down on St. Thomas More.
They marked him 2 yards shy of where he was.
Well,
they've got him marked at the 24 at the
25.
24.
Well, it's 24 is where he has to get. There is a man down for St. Thomas More, but I don't know if we're going to play that replay again here in the Creed and Creed replay.
Yeah, he got all the way down to about the 23, 22.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's yeah. Wow.
Well, they come in. He marks it right there at the 24, and they might.
It may be waiting for the
player.
Yeah.
The player. But, I mean, I think the down marker's sitting a yard shy.
They've got it a yard shy.
But the side judge came in at the 24.
Yeah, he was 2 yards shy.
And it looks like let's see where they haven't spotted the football yet. So we will see where they spot this football, and that's number 1, Landon Ortiz. That was the player shaken up, and he's walking slowly, but is under his own power, so that's good to see. And let's see where they're spotting the football.
Yeah, it's 4th down.
I haven't seen the football. It's right there on the 24. I thought that was it's across the field. Maybe I just can't see it. All right, 4th and 1 as the St. Thomas More player still working his way off the field, and he's made it. So another big 4th down here for the Tiger offense. Blackston in the backfield. The big boys up front. Going to move Blackston to to the right of Robinson. They're going to hand it to him. No, they're going to throw the quick inside, and that's Zealand Young. He's got it for the touchdown. Quick slant connects, and the Tigers tackle on 6 more.
Yeah, great job there by Parker. That fooled me. That's the RPO game. They had everybody stacked in there. You can see on the replay right here. We fake it to Blackston. Their backers come down hard. It leaves a pitch and catch right there. It's one-on-one. It's backyard football, and Zealand's going to win that 90% of the time. And good throw by Parker and great catch and finish there by Zealand.
Touchdown brought to you by our good friend Chris Lewis and Coney Island Connection. Here's the extra point. Parker has the kick up, and the kick is good. 5:18 remaining. The Tigers make it a 10-point game. 23-13 is our score. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver Spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Well, back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane, and Jason Ewing here on the call tonight. The Tigers on the back of a 24-yard touchdown throw and catch from Parker Robinson to Zealand Young. That caps off a 13-play, 80-yard drive. It took 6 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock. Robert, that was a drive the Tiger offense needed.
Yes, very badly. Offensive line did a good job right there. Running backs did a good job. It was a slow, methodical drive that we ended in points. Converted 2 fourth downs, I believe.
Yep.
And, a big play there on 4th and short. Ran the RPO. Backer sucked up. Parker did a good job, made a good throw, and Zealand did a great job of running the route and catching the ball and finishing in the end zone right there to make this game 23-13, 10-point lead here with 5:18 to go. Right here on kickoff, let's kick this ball in the end zone.
See if we can't get Sorrell in the end zone.
Sorrell's got the ability to put it deep in the end zone.
Got a little wind at his back here.
Yep.
If you look at the flags there on the uprights.
But the last kick return, start the half, they returned it down to the 20-yard line. So, and that's what produced the score for the St. Thomas More.
Here's
offense.
Sorrell. It's going to be taken in at the goal line. That's 20. He takes it around to the left side. He's looking for some room, and he is tackled at around the 19-yard line. So good coverage there by the Tiger special teams. Trailing by 10, the Cougars will take over from their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that ball was kicked. I mean, it was literally, it's landing like on the goal line. And the rule is the ball's got to cross the goal line.
That's right.
And receiver caught it there and was able to bring it out. But good job by the coverage team there, getting him down inside the 20-yard line.
Tiger defense made it tough for St. Thomas More all night long. They had to earn every score. See if they can continue to do that. Bergeron's going to call his own number here, and he's tracked down in the backfield. A couple of big guys. Good to see Jalen Watkins back on the field for the Tigers, and Kiki Harris converge on the tackle for the Tigers. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, just tried to run quarterback draw right there, and the Neville defenders did a good job there on the defensive line of corralling him.
Bergeron looking to throw. He's got Bro, who comes back for the football and has it up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for St. Thomas More. Clock stops momentarily as they move the chains. 4:39 remaining in this game. Bergeron looking to throw again. He's got it. Incomplete, actually. It looked like Greg Smith got a hand on it. He was looking for number 6, Kaye. And you can see it here on the Creed and Creed replay. He just
Yeah,
Greg Smith doing a good job of closing on the football there.
Yeah, he read it, came off as the corner, and almost made the pick right there.
2nd down and 10 now for the Cougars. Got a score update from West Monroe here coming after this play. There's a pass caught at the 50-yard line. That's number 9 on the catch. Max Carter on the stop. That's Tamarello. 1st down for the Cougars. 4:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. Bergeron rolling to his right, looking downfield, and that ball is just over the outstretched arms of Juju Burns.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go right to him.
Once again, this Creed and Creed replay, he kind of dropped back. He read the eyes, and ball falls incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 for St. Thomas More. What was the final on that West Monroe game?
27-24.
27-24. West Monroe beats Catholic. Congratulations to Coach Deiser as Bergeron tries to find Bro again to the near sideline, but he can't come up with the catch, and that'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Cougars.
So it's 2-down territory. They've been running sprint draw a lot on 3rd and 10, knowing that they're going to go for it on 4th down to try to shorten the 4th down play. Defensive fronts got to be on the lookout. Don't be too aggressive on your pass rush right here. Let's play coverage and stop the sprint draw.
Bergeron looking for man. Oh, wow. They're going to call out interference. He was using the sideline over there. I don't know.
No, that
Let's see it on the Creed and Creed replay. Did he bump him?
I don't. He's running with him.
Smith is running with him. And
that's just good defense right there, in my opinion. I mean, he's running him to the sideline.
Yeah, Coach Collins is not happy about it. He was using the sideline as a 12th defender. Well, that's going to move the football forward and get a 1st down for the Cougars out to the 35-yard line of Neville. Tough call and a tough spot there. Keeps the drive alive for St. Thomas More. 4 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Bergeron looking to throw, looking to his right. He's going for it all, and it is incomplete. A diving attempt by number 3. I think that's Bond was the intended receiver. And just can't quite catch up to it. 2nd down and 10 now for St. Thomas More. Took 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, 3:54 remaining. Got to come up with an interception, fumble, something here to try to put this thing away.
Bergeron, that ball is low. He was looking for Bro again. It'll be 3rd down and 10 once again for the Cougs. It seems like every play they swap out 2 or 3 receivers.
Yep.
4 doesn't come out, but that's Bro. But rolling them through there. So 3rd down and 10. Robert mentioned earlier, St. Thomas More definitely in 4-down territory here. Bro getting pressure. He gets the ball off. A nice job by Juju Burns coming in and closing and swatting that ball away from number 20, Quosier. And now 4th and 10 coming up for St. Thomas More.
Yeah, did a good job pressuring the quarterback there, forcing him out of the pocket and making him throw off his back foot. Wasn't a strong throw. It allowed Juju to come up and make the play, bat the ball down.
Here's a 4th down play. Tiger fans across the way trying to make some noise. I believe St. Thomas More has been successful on every 4th down attempt here in the 2nd half. There's the snap. Bergeron looking. They got pressure. They're looking. He's got a man wide open as somebody gets loose in the backfield. That's Quosier. And the Cougs are an extra point away from another 3-point game. Another 4th down conversion. You see it here on the Creed and Creed replay. No, that was the 3rd down play. Didn't quite catch it, but the receiver just slipped away in the they lost him. They lost him in the secondary. There's the snap. The kick is almost blocked, but it is good. So 3:29 remaining. We once again have a 3-point game. Neville 23, St. Thomas More 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
Taco Bandito. Our cooking and service is speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
A sandwich with soup. No, salad.
With Nuke's Pick 3, satisfy all your cravings. Sandwich salad soup, sandwich soup mac, sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Such possibilities from $12.99. Nuke's, extra with every bite.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Cougars mounted a comeback here. They've put up 20 here in the second half to the Tigers 7. Makes it Neville 23, St. Thomas More 20 with 3:29 remaining. Tigers trying to escape Lafayette with a victory here. Trying to decide if St. Thomas More is going to do an onside kick here. Yeah. It looks like they might be setting up for it, and they are. This is going to be Dills for it. They got the hands team. The Tigers have the hands team. There's Zaylen Young there on the front side, along with Jay Reed here.
They got 10.
They're switching all kind of players around. Here's the kick. And
guy,
Jaden Reed had it, and then it slipped out. Let's see who has it.
St.
Thomas More. Freaking Bros got it. As it looks like Reed had a handle on it. And with 3:28 remaining, St. Thomas More has the football.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a will to win, and you know, you got to put it away right there, catch the ball, and you know, in Reed's defense, he's got a bum shoulder and got a sling on his arm, and he had the ball, and it just squirted out before he even got hit, and he's one of the best players on the defense. Yeah.
That's right. 50-yard line is where the ball's placed. Bergeron and the St. Thomas More Cougars have it. They're going for had a big gain there, and it was dropped.
I don't understand. I mean,
Quosier had it and just couldn't complete the catch. He kind of got turned around on that one. It's second down and 10 now with 3:23 remaining.
Yeah, I mean, right now you got to keep him in front of you. I mean, he was behind every player on the defense right there on first down. So defensive secondary's got to wake up and get their eyes in the right spot.
Second and 10. Bergeron trying to lead another fourth quarter comeback here for the Cougars. Low snap. Ball is caught on the far side of the field, but a nice job by Greg Smith. Open field tackle. They're going to have it at the 46-yard line. Gain of, no, they're going to move it to the 45. So 3rd down and 5 for the Cougars. Tiger defense needing a stop here. They've been out there a lot here in the second half. Just need one more. They try the draw play, and Tigers finally get the running back down. He's going to be a yard shy of the line to gain. As he's at 27 on the carry. That was Bailey. They're going to have it spotted at the 41-yard line of Neville. 4th down and 1 here. Another 4th down for St. Thomas More. Clock running. 2:24 remaining in this one.
Wow.
I think that they got to.
They've wasted a lot of time.
They got to try. They were going to call a timeout and talk about it. They do. All right, timeout on the field with 2:13 remaining. Neville clinging to a 23-20 lead. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back on the other side. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Arklamists with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Tiger fans trying to will their Tigers to a 4th down stop here. Tiger defense is out there. Been out there for a long time here in this 4th quarter. Bergeron, I believe that's Melanson. Now a timeout is called by the Tigers. But we're going to take another 30-second break as 2:13 remaining. Neville leads St. Thomas More 23-20. We'll be right back. When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together. Back to the Family Solution broadcast booth. We're going to check in with Jason Ewing, our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, here in just 1 second. Big 4th down play coming. There's the snap. They give it to Melanson, and a missed tackle in the backfield, and he's going to have the 1st down. And Jason, that was a big play. The Tigers needed a stop, and they just can't quite get it. Say it again.
Lost you here.
Lost it. We're having a little trouble.
Yep.
The low press box here gives a wireless mic fits. Okay, 1st and 10. Bergeron looking, and that ball is almost picked off as Juju Burns had position. He just couldn't come up with the pick. That would have been, it was intended for Coisier. And we're a minute 52, 2nd down and 10, and it looked like it might have been, Coisier was looking for a flag. It could have been offensive pass interference. 2nd down and 10 now. Tiger defense, trying to see a couple of hands on hips, and I don't blame them, but you got to keep plugging away here. Here's a quick slant, and the ball is almost intercepted again as it's tipped off of Coisier, and it seems like it just finds. We'll see it here on the Creed and Creed replay as ball is popped up in the air, and it just in the perfect spot for nobody to be able to catch it.
And Juju almost got his hand under it when he dove right there. One-handed catch. Would have been a great play.
3rd down and 10.
If we can get the ball back, I believe we're going to be able to maybe have to get 1 1st down and kneel it out.
They've got 2 timeouts.
Yeah, 1:50 left.
Here's the 3rd down and 10 play. They roll Bro in behind that deal. They're looking down for the deep ball, and they turn it. Juju's on him, and no flag. Incomplete. 4th down and 10 as they tried to kind of use Bro as a decoy, but a good coverage by Juju down the field. All right, 4th and 10 now. The Tiger defense once again needs a stop, as we've reiterated. They have not been able to get a 4th down stop here in the second half. And I believe this is maybe the 5th 4th down that St. Thomas More has tried. Once again, they're looking for the same play. Bergeron has got it. Complete. That's 80, and he's broken free, and he's going to score. Wow.
Unreal.
Minute 35 to go as they haven't thrown it 80 all night. And he sneaks out. That's going to be Carter Moe. He just slides in there, and the Cougars have scored a late touchdown to take their first lead of the football game.
Yeah, and I don't know what our secondary was looking at. You know, he was the outside receiver and just ran a little. They cleared it out, and he ran it out underneath, and he was wide open.
Extra point is up and good. And now St. Thomas More, after trailing the whole ball game, now has a 4-point lead with 1:35 to go. The Tigers with one timeout remaining. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back on the other side with the finish. Stay with us.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Back to action as the kick from St. Thomas More goes into the end zone again. St. Thomas More on that, what was that, about a 35-yard play? 30-something yard, it doesn't matter. They scored a touchdown on fourth down. They went for it twice in the first half, didn't get either one of them. They're 6 for 6 on fourth down plays in the second half. And the Tiger offense has 80 yards to go, one timeout, and 1:34 on the clock. Can Parker Robinson and crew mount a comeback here in the 2-minute offense? We will see. There's the snap. Robinson gets it complete out to Blackston. He's out of bounds, across the 25 to the 26. No, he's going to be at the 25. Second down and 5 now for the Tigers.
Been a yard short tonight.
All night. All night it's been a yard short. Second down and 5, clock stop with 1:30 to go in this one. Robinson looking to throw. Got Mason Hart complete. Across the 35 to the 37. And clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains. 1:22 on the clock.
Get set. Receivers got to get set.
Everybody gets set. Now Parker back to throw. They got Hart again. That ball is caught. And they're going to have to move, as they say, catches the football at the 43-yard line. It was a close one. Clock moving. Second down and 4 for the Tigers. There's the snap. Play action. Parker rolls to his left, and he's got to throw the football away. He's outside the tackle box. It's out of bounds. Third down and 4 now for the Tigers. Watching this on the Creed and Creed replay, Tigers got away with one. I don't think Hart caught that football.
No, I don't either.
But it's third down and 4, 55 seconds to go. Clock will start on the snap. Robinson has it. They've got Reaper. He's got a first down and a little bit more as he crosses the 50 out to the 47. That'll move the chains and stop the clock. Another Sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down. Tigers trying to get set. There's the snap. Tigers looking to throw, and they catch it, and Zealand Young backpedals out of bounds at the 38-yard line. They say he was at the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Second down and 3 for the Tigers. Robinson looking to throw, and they've got, he threw into double coverage there as the ball is incomplete with 34 seconds to go. Looking for Zaylen Young. And it's another third down and 3 for the Tigers.
May want to try something up the seam right here. They got 2 safeties, out of trips, run somebody and get into the middle of the field, try to hit somebody up the seam.
Tigers got to have a touchdown here. They trail by 4. There's the snap. They've got Desi Bird down to the 31-yard line. That'll be another Sonic drive-in first down. Clock stops momentarily with 28 seconds to go. Tigers hustling to get set. They snap the football. Play action, looking to, that ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. I didn't see who got it, but he was looking to his right, and the ball was tipped. And the Tigers hadn't got a bounce all night. Let's see who has it.
Defensive end.
The defensive end.
Got to be more physical with your block right there. You know, you got to get into him, get his hands down. You're driving to win the game, and St. Thomas More comes up with a play to win. We didn't come up with a play tonight to put the ball game away when the opportunity presented itself. St. Thomas More hung around, and they deserve to win tonight.
They definitely do. That's going to turn the football over with 21 seconds to go. The Tigers have a timeout, and it's not going to matter as the Cougs can kneel this one out. We hope to talk to Coach Collins after this one, and this is going to be another tough loss for the Neville Tigers. They're going to fall to 2-2 on the year, and the Cougs from St. Thomas More will improve to 2-2 on the year as the teams meet at midfield, and this one goes final. St. Thomas More 27, Neville 23. We jump into the Jim Taylor Auto Group post-game show. Just I can't say much about this one, Robert, as it just kind of second half, the Cougars turned up the intensity, and the Tigers just couldn't, like you said, couldn't get that play. They were outscored 27-7 in the second half.
Yeah, it just is. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. Thought we were in control, the first half, come out in the second half, give up a big kickoff return, get them back into the game. They score a touchdown, get them back into the game.
Let's go quickly to Coach Collins. Coach Collins.
He doesn't have a mic. There's too many people on the field.
Got it.
But anyway, we had plenty of opportunities to win the football games.
Yeah.
St. Thomas More did not play well in the first half. A lot of bad snaps, a lot of overthrows, drop balls.
Yeah.
Got to figure out a way to take advantage of when you're ahead, go ahead and stepping on their throat. And we didn't do that tonight. We left life in the tank for St. Thomas More in the second half. They took advantage of it. Just got to figure out a way to get off the field on third and fourth down also. I think they were 6 for 8.
6 for 8, but 6 for 6 in the second half.
6 for 6 in the second half on fourth down. So that's a will to win, and got to get back to the drawing boards. And I think we got Sterlington coming in for homecoming next week.
Another tough test as the Panthers have started to turn things around here this season. Well, another tough road trip for the Tigers, but they do get to come home for homecoming next Friday night. We'll have Tiger Talk on Wednesday. Hopefully you'll catch up with us then. We'll talk to Coach Collins right there. But for everybody here at the Neville Tiger Network and Sunny 98.3, Justin back in the studios, we've got Cannon and Vaughn on the cameras for us. Will Anders punching all the buttons. Jason Ewing on the sideline. And for Robert Lane, I'm Stewart Shelby. Final from St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More 27, Tigers 23. We'll be back on the air next week. We'll see you then.